And welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are coming live here on the Elite Racing Network, and you are watching the Warriors for Peace IndyCar series, the IndyCar 1909.com 500, Pocono 500, excuse me. I am Derik Vance, and joining me in the booth, this is going to be my first time working with this gentleman, also a driver expert as well. But Luis Gonzalez Nunez is joining me as well. Luis, good to have you on the broadcast. Tell us a little bit about the familiarity that you have here at the Pocono Raceway.
Well, thank you guys. Yeah, Pocono, very, very, very difficult place, especially when it's hot. I have a three points, so for sure it's three turns. So turn one is banking 14 degrees. I always in my mind, always in my feel is if you have a confident, you can go down, but always is going up. Always is you try to pass the your opponent on the high side. And turn two is 8 degrees banking, so always is down, and you have to be careful with the apron because apron is bad for sure. And turn three is 6%, six banking on there. So it's depend how confident you are, how good is your tire, so you can take it down. But in my side, I always take it high because the tire is getting worn, and it doesn't matter if you touch the apron. So, anyways, this is 500 miles, 200 laps. It's gonna be long race, and let's see what's happening because the people must to be uh, working with mine. So the race is not winning in the first lap. It must to be after maybe fighting for the last 10 laps or 5 laps to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Pocono here does have the reputation of the a tricky triangle, and obviously we're going to see that this evening. Pocono Raceway is located in Long Pond, Pennsylvania. Now, a couple interesting things, Luis, that I find quite interesting. You touched on what the track configuration there. Turn one, 14 degrees of banking. But I find interesting, and I want to see if you with past experience here at Pocono, if you can back this up. But I was reading that turn two again, as you pointed out, that 8 degrees of banking, it's also known as the tunnel turn, is kind of modeled after the Indianapolis Speedway a little bit. Is that something that you've noticed in the past driving that turn two has a little bit of feel to it, like the Indianapolis Motor Speedway does?
Good question. I never figured out. I never thinking about that. So it's really, really kind of tricky. I know that the old one, the legacy, Pocono. That's the word. It's kind of different from now. It's more faster. To be honest, I never figured out what you said. I never think in my mind about that, to be honest. And I think so. It's not. It's kind of different. It's more faster. Have more grip. But at the same time, when you think it is more grip, you have a more confidence, and that's the danger thing. So, uh, to be honest, that information can give you Gary because you catch me on that.
All right, we'll talk more about the track configuration and layout here as the race unfolds. Just finished up with qualifying. You see up there on your screen rather, the pole leader, pole number one there, Adriano Pinero, the number 56 BK Racing Machine, followed by the boss. No, that's not Bruce Springsteen. That is Chad Frankenfield in the number 15 Little Eagle for Little Eagle Racing. Row two in the outside is going to be Victor Del Porta, the number 27 machine there, and then starting beside him, Ryan Scholl in the number 4 Little Eagle Racing. So Little Eagle teammates there taking the rows 1 and 2. Going back to row three, starting in the fifth position, number 98, Presley Sora. And then on the outside of him, number 26, again, Little Eagle Racing. So they're flexing their muscle here during qualifying here for the Pocono 500, Justin Fortner. Going back to row four, the inside number 7, Ethan Stanley, and the number 91, Lake Norman Motorsports entry. On the outside, in the zero one rather, or the 01 for the General Lee fans, Logan Spaeth for Stowe Motorsports. You like that, didn't you? In row five, two familiar names you're going to see right there. Number 40, Tyler Fody, again, Lake Norman Motorsports. So they have a good showing so far before this race gets underway. And then on the outside, the Canadian, the first Canadian here in the top 10, number 99, Craig Forsyth. And starting in row 6, you have another rookie, number 22 there, Alaton, I believe that's how it's pronounced, Nogard, in the number 22 Mountain Man Motorsports. And then on the outside, number 2, no, not Joseph Newgarden, Matthew Weeks in the number 12 Pro Edge Racing. Flipping the starting lineup there, we'll wait for the computer graphic to catch up with us here a little bit. There it is. Starting in the 13th position, India Scarlet in the number 66 at Indycar. There we go. I'm glad Gary's there with the pronunciations, because that is where I am lackluster, to say the least. In the number 14th position there, number 10, Jared Rexing, again, Mountain Man Motorsports. Starting in the numbers 15th position, that is the Englishman right there, William White, the rookie, again, Mountain Man Motorsports. So they're flexing their muscle there a little bit as well. And then in the 16th position, number 95, Gavin Hibbs, Strictly Stock Motorsports. Moving on to the 17th position, again, you're going to find a member of Little Eagle Racing, and that is Hunter Smith in the number 54 machine. Starting 18th, number 46, rookie Jim Herrick in 4D Racewear. In the 19th starting position, Kevin Hayes in the 00 or double goose egg, depending on how you want to look at it, for OMEC Sim Racing. Starting alongside of him in the number 80 machine, number 20 there, Justin Vandermerel for Fueled Up Racing. 21st, in the number 41, Lake Norman Motorsports, Frank Fody, I believe that's how that's pronounced there. And in the number 22 starting spot, rookie number 33, Gary Laverne in Independent Racing. Need to get him a sponsor. Finishing up this row of cars here, another Canadian there, number 20, or starting 23rd rather, in the number 97 entry for Independent Racing, Casey. Oh boy, Gary,
Pahutsky
on this one.
Pahutsky.
There we go. There, he's Canadian, but it's Polish.
Green flag.
And in the number 24th position is Jordan Owens. So that does it for our starting lineup here as we are underway. Lap 100 of 200. So sit back and relax, ladies and gentlemen, as we bring you great IndyCar racing here on the Elite Racing Network. As Chad Frankenfield wastes no time as he finds his way to the front, passing Adriano Pinero on lap 1. Chad Frankenfield trying to keep that number 15 machine out in front, but Pinero is going to say, I want the position, and I'm going to take the position, as he goes down to the inside, takes it away from Frankenfield, and Pinero is going to lead the group to the start-finish line for lap number 1, but Chad Frankenfield's going to have nothing of it as he passes Pinero going down the front stretch on lap 1. So excitement already as we just completed lap 1, 2 different passes by the leaders. It's Frankenfield and Pinero. Sora, Shield, and Stanley are your top 5. Luis, I know all the drivers right now are getting kind of comfortable getting set here for the next 198 laps, but you as a driver, what's going through your mind here as we get a lot of early action up front as we see Frankenfield, Pinero fighting for the lead and pulling away from the rest of the pack?
Well, that's the one I tried to do, is be a first, because it's very critical after 2 or 3 laps, something like that. When the S happened now, Chad, because you see how waving the car, because he want to take the lead because he have a clean air. The moment you have after 2 laps or maybe 3 laps, the tire is getting worn, and that's why the battle is between Pinheiro and Chad, because who wanna have the best clean air. That's the thing. So, but for my side, if I go back, I try to save the tires, staying calm. I don't wanna push myself because it's happened last. I talked with Gary before the broadcasting. Last season, Brophy won the race with 2 laps down. So the guy came down to front and won the race, and he just only just stand down, stay calm down. The mind's really clear, and finish the race. Or maybe 50 laps to go, maybe 30 laps to go is the race for everyone. So it doesn't my mind. So that's the point. So it's very hard. So we now, I don't know, in Fahrenheit again, but the temperature is so far is 44, but it's still 44 Celsius. So I don't know, it's in Fahrenheit, it's like 80 or 90 Celsius or Fahrenheit, sorry. So could be stay more hot the temperature in in 3 or 4 hours to race. So yeah, that's the point.
So it sounds like to me, and again, I've never raced a lap here in Pocono before, and I know we're going to have some interesting records, to talk about here this evening. Before we got on earlier, we were talking about that, but it seems like to me, Luis, that your strategy here would be to conserve tires, fuel save until those laps really start counting, and that's where you need to make your move.
Oh, cars on the wall! Cars on the wall! From 3.
Yeah, coming across the start finish line, we do have a car or two in the wall as the yellow flag comes out. Luis, I know you are great at finding out these things. What car did we see, or cars for that matter, coming out of turn 4 right before the start finish line found themselves in the wall early in this race?
Oh no, that's what I talked about when I said on turn 3. Always is depend how you're confident. So Holmes is came down, but like I said, if you're really confident, you have a tires and you have a lot of weight for the car, you can do the pass, but the car is going up. And I think 40 saw the car very, very close, and for sure he went to his line, so he had nothing more to do. Both of them out.
Yeah, as we see there on the replay, there is going to be a tally for the number 88 machine as we're going to run this replay back to see what exactly happened. And I think you're absolutely right. A car gets a little loose and ends up finding himself into the outside retaining walls. We're going to ride along here with one of the competitors to see what he's seen there in front of him or maybe beside him. We'll see here. This is Frank Foti in the number 41 Lake Norman Motorsports. As you see him coming up on that car right there, on the Jordan brand car for that matter, and just took his wing out or took the rear wing out and ends up putting this car into the wall. His car finds the wall as well. So unfortunately, 2 cars probably early exits in this event this evening, Luis.
Yeah, it's too early for me, to be honest. It's really you have a big main straight to pass the car. It's just only wait a little bit and you can pass the car in the main straight. For sure, it's like a gone. So I keep you one and I put it back again. So that's the play. But after, so the critical for the tires, I said 3 laps to catch the first, to catch the leader. But the tire is getting hard or like a hard to drive in after 20 laps because I think so the steam for this car is between 29 to 30 or 31 laps steam. So between 15 to 20 is when you have to take care of the tire. So the strategy is take a tire the first lap to have the right tires for the last 10 laps to go. So yeah, it's very unfortunately.
What's going on with Del Porto? He seems to be very, very slow. Something.
Yeah, Gary, I was noticing that too, and I was wondering if anybody else was going to, maybe pick up on that or pick up on some, radio chatter. But it looks like he's getting back up to speed there as we are under our first caution here at the Pocono 500. Two early cars make contact. That's what brought out to this caution. Right now, the leaderboard looks like this. We have on point right now, as we see Victor Del Porto right there in the number 27, Beneporto racing entry there. He's getting back up in line. So whatever looks like, Gary, whatever may have been that issue there.
Not sure what's going on there.
Victor Del Porto, yeah, not sure what it was, but it looks like he may have been able to resolve that. But Adriano Pinero in front. Pinero was actually on the pole as well by thing. But Chad Frankenfield second, Paisley Sora is third, Ethan Stanley fourth, Ryan Schultz fifth, Tyler Fode sixth, Justin Fortner seventh, Forsyth is eighth, Spat, the rookie, ninth, and Jared Rexing round out the top 10 as we're on our first caution. Gary, and I know you had a interesting statistic that you and Luis were talking about before the race as we see Victor Del Porto again coming down pit road. Kind of curious if we can get some radio chatter as to what may be the issue there for the Brazilian. But while we do that, Luis and Gary, like I said earlier, you guys were talking about an interesting statistic about laps completed here on this on this circuit. And
not the circuit, but it's ERL history. Actually, as a matter of fact, every lap.
Expand on that a little bit while we're in this caution.
Yeah, and one more lap for him, he will complete 15,000 laps in the ERL league competition. That is 15,000. That's a lot of laps.
Yeah, that is definitely a high watermark there, to say the least. We see right there Victor Del Porto. In the number 27.
Wait a minute! He just all of a sudden he's gonna. Well, now he's back, so I'm not sure what's going on. He's actually one lap short, but he currently is the career leader in laps turned. For the series, but this will pass him by a milestone at the very least. Chad is second in the standings, right behind him by just short of 500-mile distance of this race. If he completes every lap here, he'll just be just short of 15,000 when we get to the next race at Richmond. But looks like whatever happened to Victor is resolved. And Victor is also the career leader here in the league, also in the career top 10s. And it should be mentioned, Adriano Pinero, that was his 24th career pole here in the league, and that also leads the league in terms of overall competition.
Maybe a connection problem with Porto?
Yeah, must be, or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully Victor was able to get all of that sorted out. And as we see it here, go back green, lap 10 of 200. Adriano Pinero is going to bring them to the start-finish line. Chad Frankenfield is going to be closely behind. Early, Luis, in this race, it was a two-car breakaway with Adriano Pinero and Chad Frankenfield. Obviously this caution is going to bunch everybody back up. But do you expect right now? I know we're only 10 laps into this 200 lap event, but are these two strong cars, Pinero and Frankenfield, as they get up to speed here? Are they the strongest two so far that you've seen?
I'm still thinking about the Porto. I think so. It's something. I don't know. Maybe it's no connection.
Yeah, he's blinking in and out. I would watch him if he stays current. He's definitely a threat for the top 10. But right now, I think your top two have been there all day. But you should never rule out Presley. He has a very solid season so far. We haven't done the points yet, but when we get to a lull in the race here, we got 500 miles. We'll show the points. Ethan, of course, he had a great race last race. I expect him to be good. Ryan Schultz, always good on the ovals. Again, Tyler Fode is the same way. This is a long way from being over. I think these guys if they can maintain pace with the top two, I don't think the top two are getting away. Oh, and we are cautioned again already, and I'm not sure what's going on. Something with Gary Lovern.
So just as we got things
Oh
back
no.
rocking and rolling, the yellow comes out for the second time. Let's go to the Mark J. Rebellis replay here. As we
Oh,
see, Gary Laverne right there, as you see, the back end kind of went out a
Ah,
little bit, and that front right ends up hitting the outside retaining wall, which is going to send him back down to the inside. Looks again, Luis, looks like that back end. You were talking about, you were harping on how important tires are, and you see right here where
oh,
potentially the is the back end
oh.
of Gary's car just steps out. It absolutely does, which
And that
sends
was
him into the
a bit of
outside.
a concertina there behind a Leighton Norgard, who came up on
uh,
Matthew Weeks rather quickly, and then he realized he did, and instead of piling in the back of him, he ducked out of the way. But here comes Gary, and with nowhere to go, and he ends up not hitting anybody, but locks him up and noses it into the wall. Hopefully, he can get that wing fixed and he can get going. But we're back under caution even before going green again.
I can say that Osborne was the main guy. He came so fast, very fast, and he realized that the car's getting very slow, and he jumped into the left.
Okay.
Then came Weeks, and then Nogard, and then something with Lover, because for sure he didn't pay attention about this new system. So already when I race over here, they have they own pace car. So they have their own pace car. I remember it was in Miami. So they have their own pace car. So the pace car for day racing went in. We did one lap for a round, and then the pace car is coming in. So we have a specific the race control sent the green flag.
Yeah.
So you have to pay attention where the especially in this run, you have to pay attention what the race control set, because for sure, actually, race control set is one more laps without pace car. So we're gonna be green flag next standby. So yeah, that is the thing where you don't pay attention and just like you're still sleeping. You have to wake up. So yeah.
No, I got a question for you, Lewis LGN. I call him LGN. When you're under caution and you got these cars in close proximity, you've seen these accidents happen before. Notice this line of cars in this picture right here. They're not all directly in one line. They're all kind of staggered from one off from one another, just in case what like that happens in front of them. Is that how you operated too? You tend to be a lane different than the car in front of you under caution, just so you were clear of the car in front of you, and hopefully the car behind you doesn't pile into you.
This is two ways. So I do that, well, like you said, just in case if somebody is jumping or do something, I can realize who's gonna brake, or I can pass to the left and try to save the car.
Yeah.
And the other way is when it's 10 laps to go, I try to. It's kind of bad what I said. So I try to hide the view from the car on the back, and I can realize when the car, three cars on the front of me is jumping, I can jump in, and the car on the back of me can't. So it's like try to block the vision on the back of the car.
Gotcha.
So that's why so it's like a tricky things I learned from.
And a bunch of guys, we got a bunch of guys hitting pit road here, right as we're getting ready to go green for that last bit of splash and go. Try to get a little pit strategy going on. Matthew Weeks on pit road, Del Porto coming back to pit road, Vandermeer on pit road, Jordan Owens on pit road, Pahutsky getting going there on pit road, Gary Lovern still on pit road. But a number of guys coming in to top off. Not a bad idea. Really not a bad idea at all. Kyle Hanshaw right there, and in his ride, also topping off. That's a really a good idea this very early on in a 500-mile race.
Yeah, for sure. It's, I don't know how many gallons you're gonna get something over there. It's nothing over there, but at least something save it if it's big things. So if it's still yellow, nothing changes over here.
Yeah, as we go back under green, just had a few cars, like they said, get into their pit stall there and top off before we go back under green. Adriano Pinero is your race leader, followed by Chad Frankenfield, Presley Sora, Ethan Stanley, and Nathan Schild are your top 5. We are at lap 13 of 200 here from the Pocono Raceway. It is the Pocono 500 on the Elite Racing Network. I am Derik Vance, and joining me, as you have heard throughout the broadcast so far, Luis Gonzalez Nunez is here. Gary Godsoe is here as well, and I know I probably butchered
It's all
that.
right.
So I know he'll correct me there if I'm wrong there, but
Oh, 3 wide, going into 2. This is
wide,
not a
three
good. This
wide
is not
going into
ideal.
2.
And Presley Sora sends it.
What a move there by Presley Sora, going up 2 spots to the lead there, going 3 wide. Kind of left Adriano Pinero there hang out to dry a little bit, as Pinero's going to try to get back into that 2nd spot, but he's going to get shuffled back
Here's
to 3rd
the
as
snake.
Presley Sora now, and we do snake it right there across the start-finish line on lap 15. Chad Frankenfield going to try to work his way back to the front as he's going to make the pass there on Presley Sora. Again, your race leader, Chad Frankenfield, followed by Presley Sora and Adrian Pinero are your top 3, as Sora is going to try to step out. He's going to try to pass on the bottom side of the track over Chad Frankenfield, and he completes that pass. So put Presley Sora back in the race lead,
Not
but
for
that
long.
may not be for long there, as you said. Chad Frankenfield's going to step out, and he's going to go low towards that bottom line. He's going to make the pass on Sora, so put Frankenfield back in the lead as we come to the line for lap 16. May not last long, though, as Presley Sora can go door to door going into turn 1, and officially Presley Sora does make that pass, so put Presley Sora back on the pole there, or the lead spot. But as they're going to snake it down the backstretch, nose to tail, it is Sora, Frankenfield, Pinero.
Down the long Kong straight into turn 2, modeled after Indianapolis. Now they're coming down the 3, modeled after Milwaukee, which we'll see the NTT IndyCar Series for real here in a couple weeks. Look how high they are. There's multiple lines there in 3, high, low, middle. And a great run by Frankenfield out the corner. Look at the distance he just pulled on Sora for P2. And here comes Ethan Stanley. He's now in this battle.
Yeah, Ethan Stanley definitely has made it
a good run by Sora on the high side. Nice run.
Yep. Good.
Forsyth side by side with Fortner on the inside of the top 10. Indica Scarlett worked her way into the top 10. This is her. I was talking to her before the race, and she said this is not her track. But I know her style of track is Indianapolis. And this very much has, as you mentioned, Indianapolis qualities. And certainly being a flat track at 3 wide behind with Fody, Rexing, and let's see, who else are Fortner. But I expect to see Indica, if she can get up in the battle here, to do pretty well. Regardless of what she says, this is her style of track. She's got to show patience and make sure to stay out of everyone else's incidents, because they're bound to happen. It's a 500-mile race.
Yeah, definitely a lot of action there up front as we see the leaders coming to lap 18. It is Chad Frankenfield, followed by Adriano Pinero, Presley Sora, Ethan Stanley, and Ryan Shoulder, your top 5. And then it is Forsyth, Jared Rexing in 6th, Tyler Fody 7th, Justin Ford 8th, and the aforementioned Scarlett rounding out the top 10. Now, interesting here. I'm looking at the driver standings here. I know we're only in race number 4. I do believe, if memory serves me correctly. Yep. Yes, we are at race number 4. But the points leader going into this evening, Caleb Bensi, is not racing. So what a huge points hit that Caleb is going to take here, not participating in tonight's event.
Yeah, Tyler Fode's going to get the benefit of this one and probably move to the top of the points. Craig Forsyth is 3rd, Presley Sora 4th. There are your points on the screen right now. Del Porto 5th, Owens, Smith, Stanley, Hayes, Scarlett, Frankenfeld, Rexing, Hibbs, Vandermarl, Colazzo's not in the lineup tonight. Lytle not in the lineup. Terrell, he might in the lineup. And Spath, he is in the lineup. But that is your top 18 in points coming into this race.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see those individuals, Gary, that are not participating in tonight's event, how big a points hit they are going to take and what they're going to have to do throughout the rest of the season to make up for not being here this evening. As you do see down at the bottom of the screen, I want to point something else out as well. As you see the timing and scoring there on the left-hand part of the screen, but on the lower right-hand part of the screen, you'll see different logos flash through all over the race this evening. That is our sponsors that make it possible for us to bring you all of the racing action here on the Elite Racing Network. And we want to say huge thank you to all of those sponsors. Like I said, you're going to see them down at the bottom right hand of your screen flashing through simultaneously throughout the race. And then I'm sure as well, Gary's going to be able to read some of those. So again, huge thank you to all of those that make it possible. There, as you see, Jack Shockley, Warriors for Peace, huge sponsor here of the Elite Racing Network and all of the action that you see up there. And then tonight's sponsor for the Pocono 500 is Indycar 1909.com. And then the next one you see, one that I am quite familiar with, that is the Push to Pass podcast. You can catch that live on YouTube and Twitter or X, depending on what generation you grew up in, on Tuesdays at 8 p.m., getting hot and heavy into IndyCars. There's just 4 races to go, but speaking of races, we got one going on right now. We are at lap 22 of 200. The boss, Chad Frankenfield, is out in front, but Adriano Pinheiro is not going to let that lead go lightly as he passes Frankenfield down there on the lower half of the track to regain the lead. Right now, if you're just joining us, you have missed so much action, especially towards the top of the field, as we are riding with the current leader there, Chad J. Frankenfield, the first in that number 15 for Little Eagle Racing. Just watch him, ladies and gentlemen, as he goes around this 2.5-mile tricky triangle that is called the Pocono Raceway. Luis, I know you have a lot of experience here riding along with Chad Frankenfield. You want to explain to the audience there a little bit that may not have as much experience in sim racing as you do as to what they're seeing here, hand placement, adjustments that Chad's making here?
Well, when I started in racing, we don't have that adjustment inside the IndyCar. It's just solely racing and keep going. Just so even the tires is different thing before. It's like a plain tire, so it's just only fuel miles and how much is we need to put it and whatever. So that is before. Now when after the pandemic, when they start to put all this stuff, is new thing for everybody. It's like kind of difficult. And what I did before, I start to write it down every single track, what kind of anti-roll or wear jacket we put in the car. So it's everything new, and the people, for example, Piñeiros or Chad, or maybe the other ones like a Profin, the big names, Maleska, I said, another one. They have everything really, really clear. For example, I already so all these people understand everything, how management with that. But it's really, really enjoyable in some point. Sometimes it's like, oh, it's too much information, but I really enjoy everything over here. And this, if the people want to try iRacing, they try it. It's really, really enjoyable. Sometimes you're getting so angry with the people, it's dirty, but this league is make everything good, because you see people with good attitude. And also they have a rule, so that's the good thing. And the iRacing, the official racing, they don't see. So, yeah, that's my experience. So, unfortunately, I wanna say it. I said to Gary, I look like James Hinsley. So I have my goal era, and now I am commentator on these races. So different things. So, but I still enjoy. I still try to going in and try to race in some another ones. I already raced one. I already won one 1 month ago, something like that.
Hey, you won a couple months ago in your debut, your re-debut race.
Yeah, so my last one wasn't Lionheart on Lotus 79. It's a different thing. It's like one of the Formula One from 1979 or something like that.
Yeah.
So every single car have a different experience and different thing. I still feel like the Indycar is mine, but all in ovals. That's it.
And I think another thing he was trying to say is that a lot of these guys that have been in the car as long as they have, so Chad and Adriano and Craig and Indica and let's go back to Logan and Jim Herrick. I know these guys, I've been racing with them since 2020. They have everything documented. Every turn, every track, weight jacker, roll bar, everything's documented. They know exactly where the car needs to be at any time. And that's what these guys are doing up front. They know how these cars are supposed to be set up. And right now they're just kind of playing a little bit of a game of let's swap the draft back and forth. Let's maybe pull away from the guys behind us. Let's build up a little bit of a delta before we hit pit road if we go under green, which these guys are going to have to. They're 28 laps into their current stint. So they're going to have to hit pit road here very, very shortly. Look at the run that Pinheiro gets under Frankenfeld coming into 3. Look at that. Just a great run. He
Maybe
just
about that.
aggressively cut into that corner right there. But, yeah, that's what these guys are doing. That's exactly what they're doing. They're just taking all their notes and all this experience they've gained, and they're trying to put a delta on the field. So when green flag pit stops happen, they can benefit.
Yeah, for sure. To be honest, Pinheiro already met him after 1 year in the official. So to be honest, a lot of people I start to meet in the moment. But my generation is Demerit, Henry Bennett,
former winner here. Yep.
Yeah, so a lot of people I see. I actually fight. I don't say fight, but we be in contest. Yeah, for the championship with Henry Bennett. So he won me for like 100 points, something like that, or maybe 50 or something like that. So good guy. I never see anymore. I don't see him anymore. So I don't know. I know he's from England, but yeah, good guy.
You know, as the laps tick away here, we are at lap 31 of 200. I want to point something out that I've seen, and I don't know if it's been on the graphic or not before, but when we run through the top 10, I find it interesting that there is a miles per hour gauge when we run through the top 10, the lower right hand corner. I find that interesting. I just pointed that out. I just noticed.
Nope,
that.
there I got bring back.
Feature.
There it is. Yep.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, right down on the right hand side, you see you see what gear Justin Fortner's in right now. And I've never raced at Pocono, so I could be wrong here, but I'm not sure that you're backing out of fifth gear. As we ride along here with Justin Fortner, you look right there in the middle of the screen, right there on where the steering wheel is. It tells you what gear you have the car in on the paddle shifters there behind the steering wheel. The circle right there, you see Fortner go down to fourth gear. He's going to push that back up to fifth gear as he crosses the start-finish line. But Lewis, am I right that you're basically here you're going to run between fourth and fifth gear, or am I missing the ball here?
Oh well, this is important. Maybe the engine is going to be blown for sure. But it's 6 on the back on the car. 5 if you want to try to pass the car in the front to you. But if you want to save a fuel, for sure it's 6. For sure. So I hear Osborne is going to go to pit now. And yeah, so basically between 5 to 6. But it's really, this depends. If you're going to save a fuel, you're going 6. If you're going to pass the other car, you're going 6. And if you're going to pass the car, you're going to go 5 to 6. So yeah, basically.
What happened to Logan Spath? Why is he on pit road? Is that a scheduled stop? I think it must be a scheduled stop.
I'll let you know now.
He finished second last week.
Oh yeah, he
And
was.
and he's at the
it's
top of the
in-
rookie standings.
Yeah, he did the pit stop, so he have a zero
Yeah.
count in the team.
32 laps on that stint. So, and here comes Frankenfeld pit road.
So now we're going to see some of those leaders that didn't pit early during that first caution come in the first one, just like Gary just alluded to there. The leader's going to relinquish the lead back to Adriano Pinheiro, but Chad Frankenfield's going to come in for his first routine stop. So he got about 35 laps on his tires and fuel,
Yeah, not
so
too
he's
bad.
going to,
Not too bad.
Definitely not too bad at all. So the lead flips back over to Adriano Pinheiro.
Pinheiro.
He's got to be coming in.
He's coming in.
Shortly as well.
Gotta watch it.
Woo,
Those cones
has
come up
lots
on
of
you
brakes
really,
up, yep.
really quickly here. And Stanley's in with them. Gets a
Yep,
better
so it looks like
angle.
it's gonna be a whole host of
Bodie,
cars up
Sora,
there.
Indica
towards
Scarlet,
the,
Hunter
front.
Smith. Jim Herrick's going to stay out. So this is Jim Herrick going to play the long run here as we try to get an angle that's not blinking here. There we
Yeah,
go.
interesting strategy here that Herrick is going to play as he stays out. But yes, those leaders that did not come in early on that first caution now are going to take their first routine stops. And like as Gary said, they got 35 laps on their tires and fuel, and that is they got to be happy. I think with that first stint there. As what do you have for us, Lewis?
It's coming, Henrik now.
Here comes. Yep. He came in the same lap with his teammate Craig Forsyth.
That's
Del
close.
Porto. Now look, Del Porto staying out. He cycles to the top, and he's in the draft right now of Osborne.
And you also have to think, Del Porta, for all of the issues that he had earlier in the race, he could stay out a little bit longer than the other cars that just came in.
Yeah, and the car right behind him, a Leighton Norgard, much the same way. Norgard came in on lap 8, one of the early stoppers. He's on lap 29 of his current stint, so he could stay out a little bit longer. Same thing with Van der Marl. And Weeks and Owens also back there. They could stay out a little bit longer because they all dove the pit road right before that last, or at least that second. I think it was the first green maybe, and then the second yellow.
So yeah, he have 25 so far now. So
Yeah,
still
25
have
for Del
10
Porto.
laps maybe.
Yeah. So he is in a very good spot as he's trying to get around Osborne here. He might not have to get around Osborne unless Osborne's holding him up.
Oh no!
Yeah, I saw that too. He caught a little bit of the apron. Osborne's going to want to race him, so Osborne wants to race him because that puts him back on the lead lap.
Oh, if the Porto stayed back to Osborne.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what I do, I put map maybe 3 or 4 and I stay back to Osborne and save more fuel. Maybe it can be 2 laps more, maybe more. Yeah,
I tell you, if
kinda-
he catches a caution, he's going to be in a very good position.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's going to be like this for the rest of the race unless there's another caution where everyone comes in the pit. He'll be off schedule from everyone.
Yeah, because Norgard have 31 now, and then Owens and Justin and Weeks,
Yeah.
Pahosky, and somebody else. That's it. That's
Yeah.
the only people with 27, and Terrell with 27.
Yeah, Terrell, and
laps
then
so far.
the lead car out of everyone that's back on the if you want to call it the prime schedule is Pinheiro
Right.
back in 8th.
You're right.
We all questioned earlier in the race, what Victor Del Porto was doing. Well, right now it is paid off for him. We don't know what kind of issues, if it was connection or whatnot, he was having. But on lap 40, it is it's his strategy, whatever that may have been, is working out for him right now.
There comes Norgard.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we just completed 100 miles, so we're 1/5 of the way through this thing. And
That's a good thing about the 500 miles. You see people without the map going first.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the good thing. So, but when it's a short sprint, yeah, for sure you're gonna see the same guys on front always. But that's the good thing about the big, longest or long races.
The marathon, not a sprint. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And there we see. I'll give a transition here to more promotional. There's Matthew Weeks in the P1 car. So P1 is our channel over on YouTube, and we've been doing the races for the IndyCar Oval Series and the IIS over here on ERN for this season. And next season we'll be moving those back to the new channel. P1's a brand new channel. We kind of started in the ashes of another channel, and what we've done is decided that we'll do a partnership here with ERN as part of their Triple Crown. So they brought back the Triple Crown this year, and we got the P1 Triple Crown Challenge. So what that is there's 3 races. There'll be Pocono, Indy, and Michigan. P1 will sponsor the final race at Michigan. And only one person has a shot at the Triple Crown. Whoever wins today, whoever wins this race can go on, if they win Indy and win Michigan, win the Triple Crown. And there is a money bonus for the driver that does that, as well as if they do 2 out of 3, there's a money bonus. So there's incentive to win those races.
It's a battle with virtually for the first place. Shot.
We're back there.
Adriano Steele.
There we go. Yep. We got him.
Forsyth on the back. Just watching the battle.
So just how hard is it to win the Triple Crown? Well, to put it in perspective, let's talk about how hard it is just to win a single 500-mile race. So since 1950, there's about 67 drivers that have won a combined 143 500-mile races in IndyCar history. We don't have a lot of them. We don't have like 20 a season like NASCAR does. We only have 1. In some cases, we only had 3. But of those 67 drivers, the top 5 all-time 500 race winners are, to nobody's surprise, AJ Foyt. That should shock nobody. There's Presley Sora a bit further back with Ryan Schultz side by side. And he's all-time leader with 9 wins. Al Unser Sr. and Rick Mears each with 8. Rick Mears' 8 wins is almost 20% of all his wins that he had as a driver. That's how often he won a 500-mile compared to other races that he drove. So that definitely tells you he was a marathon driver. Bobby Unser has 7. And here is the interesting one. Since Indianapolis is the only 500-mile race this way, you would think that there's no modern driver here in the top 5. But there is. Will Power is 5th all-time in 500-mile race wins with 5. He won 3 races here when IndyCar came here, on top of his 1 race that he won at Indianapolis and 1 race he won at California. That's 5 500-mile wins, and that ties him with Johnny Rutherford 5th all-time. So that's pretty impressive for Johnny Rutherford here. Now, of the 10 drivers that have won a 500-mile race at least 3 of the Triple Crown venues, which are Indianapolis, Ontario, Pocono, Michigan, and Fontana. So those only 10 drivers have won yet 1 race at each one of those tracks. Those drivers are either Hall of Famers or soon to be Hall of Famers. That's Foyt, both the Unsers, and that's Unser Sr. and his brother. Mears, Power, along with Gordon Johncock, Johnny Rutherford, Mario Andretti, Danny Sullivan, Tony Kanaan, and Juan Montoya, with the last 2 splitting wins between CART and the IRL, but when they both drove late in the mid-2000s, and then he moved over to the IRL. So those 2 guys won both of their races in the IRL and in CART. And only 2 drivers will have at least least 1 sanctioned 500-mile race in 3 seasons. So they meaning that they never won the Triple Crown, but they won a 500-mile race for 3 consecutive years. Bobby Unser did that, and Will Power did that, but no other driver in IndyCar history has won a 500-mile race in 3 consecutive years. The only driver in history to ever win the Triple Crown is Al Unser Sr. He won that back in 1978, and he's the only driver to ever do that out of the 100-plus year history of IndyCar racing. But there you go, a little information on 500-mile races and how difficult it is to win one, and how even more difficult it is to win more than one. Exactly.
That's a lot of information. But you can watch it. You can check in the internet. You can see everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So Ontario. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Lewis.
It's about Ontario. Is still no. Ontario is gone.
Ontario's gone. They destroyed that. Yeah, it's a mall there now, I think.
Nah.
I know. Don't build a... Oh, Adriano, I think maybe hit the wall going into 3. And don't... Forsyth hit the wall out of 3. I think Adriano might have hit the wall out of 2. Or going into 3.
So I think so. Forza is more hard than what Adriano did.
Yeah.
So Forza is like a hit, but Piñeiro is like I'm gonna take the corner. So it's basically I just kiss the wall. But Forza is more like damage, kind of.
We'll see if he's... Let's check the dashboard. See how he's doing on speed. 220, 219. Coming into 3. A little bit of a lift. Down the 4th. He gets in the 5th very early.
Well, did you know he have a damage around? I have some time.
And we'll see. He gets into turn 1 at 210. Should have been faster than that. He might be. He's in the draft though. He's definitely within the draft, so he might be just trying to save some fuel too as well. But if he smacked the wall and damage, yeah, that's nothing. He's going to have to survive here now for another 150 laps like that. Bodie and Stanley have caught each other here. Hey, if you're just joining us, this is ERN's coverage of the Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series, IndyCar1909.com, Pocono 500 coming to you from Pocono Raceway. We've completed now 51 of 200 laps. Make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel so don't miss out on the next race. Derik, what do you think so far? Oh, Stanley. I think maybe Derik took a break.
Maybe. Well, I don't see damage on the foresight. Well, no, at all.
No?
No. But no, I don't see any damage.
Okay,
Actually,
that's good. That's
so clear.
He's up 7 spots. Yeah, he's up 7 spots. He's one of the big gainers. Kevin Hayes up 9 spots. Hunter Smith up 9 spots. Jim Herrick up 6. Jordan Owens up 9. Victor Del Porto's down 12, but frankly, he's up quite a few from where we saw him last. He's up to 16th now. A lot of these cars are spread out, though. And if we get another green flag stop, which we're probably about another 15 laps away from doing, give or take.
We have one DNF. Connor
Yes.
Thompson hit turn 3. Hit the wall from pits and over.
Connor Thompson back in 25th right now.
Lap 46 to 47.
Okay. Kyle Hanshaw, Lovern, Fody, and Frank Fody, and Trey Holmes making up 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th. Logan Spath, pit road. Pit road, this is, again, early for him. Right at his last schedule.
19?
Actually, no, this is early. This last stint, he came in 19 laps. He's 19 laps into this stint. So, is he trying a strategy, or did he hit the wall?
I'm gonna check. Because I don't see...
Yeah, it looks good. Hey, oh, he's out of the cockpit. Car's down. Gonna come back
I see
in.
some blink. But it's really, I don't know.
This is the looking terminal for the rookie points leader, which we have not shown those yet.
No, I don't see any hit, nothing. Nope.
Yeah, here are the rookie points. Logan was the leader. Kevin Hayes is second. Indycar Scarlett third. Tooker not in the lineup. Terrell, White, Herrick, Colazzo not in the lineup. Huckleberry not in the lineup. Lovern already on pit road. Norgard, Pahutsky, Osborne, Thompson, Weeks, Holmes, Harless, Oliver. There's your top 18 in the rookie points.
You know what I don't like it about the 500 miles is after 100 laps, you have to start to count it in your mind. If I did good, well, I'm gonna start to get short. No,
Am I good to go
30,
or am I short? Yeah.
yeah, wait. 30. Oh, it's missing 10. Okay, so if I count, oh yeah, that's especially when it's driving. I need to have a spotter. It's worse. How can I span is out. So TNF for him.
That's unfortunate. Finished on the podium last week.
I'm gonna ask.
Tonight's race is sponsored by IndyCar1909.com. IndyCar1909 is a website dedicated to the latest IndyCar sim news, sim racing news, historical retrospective pieces, and the home to the Turn 4 podcast. Visit them today at IndyCar1909.com. Like them on Facebook, follow them on X and Instagram, and subscribe to their channel on YouTube. IndyCar1909.com. IndyCar past, present, and future links are in the description. P1 Triple Crown Challenge brought to you by P1 Broadcasting. P1 is an esports broadcaster specializing in online IndyCar-style sim racing on the iRacing platform. But don't look now, they cover hypercars, Xfinity, and trucks as well, so the gang's all here with a new look and name, but with the same quality and affordable pricing from before. We know what Indy means. Or we still know what Indy means. With appreciation of the history and heritage of all eras of IndyCar, P1 brings your iRacing league to life with a team that lives, breathes, eats, sleeps, and drinks anything racing. To learn more about P1 and to learn or to request a quote for your iRacing league, check out their social media link. P1 can be found on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, and Linktree, and you can find all their links in the description of today's broadcast. It is the P1 Triple Crown Challenge. Also watching one of the Blue Egg marketing cars. Rev up your business with Blue Egg, your marketing pit crew. Turbocharge your lead generation with experienced drivers that can navigate the complex track to connecting with your customers. With Blue Egg, you're always in the pole position, leading your brand towards victory lane. Don't spin your wheels. Accelerate success with Blue Egg. Fueling small businesses to win big. To learn more about Blue Egg, click on their link in the description. Let's go through the field a little bit. We're back a little bit further. Tyler Fode, last week's winner, or 2 weeks ago winner. He is currently 5th and looking for a good day in the points. Right behind him is Presley Sora, who have started off the season very strong. Brian Schold right behind him, very strong in these ovals. Hunter Smith looking at another top 10 right now. Justin Fortner, his teammate, right behind him. Actually, 3 Little Eagle cars right in a row. William White there, right there in 10th. Jimmy Herrick in the 4D car. One of the platinum partners here, the Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series, or actually the ERL in the 4D car. He is now 11th. He does very well here. This is one of his stronger tracks. Kevin Hayes back there in 12th. Indycar Scarlett right where she started in 13th. Gavin Hibbs looking for another win in the series in 14th. Jordan Owens in 15th. And he is being dogged by Del Porto.
Just looking at timing and scoring here a little bit, Adriano Pinheiro just showing how strong of a car that he has brought this evening. And then Chad Frankenfield right there, he's been sitting 2 for most of the night as well. And then almost 3 seconds back to with the 3rd place car there, Forsyth. So a little bit of a breakaway there between Adriano Pinheiro, Chad Frankenfield, and the rest of the field, as you see right there, Pinheiro, and you see the lead that he has on Chad Frankenfield, and that is growing second by second.
Well, and Lewis, the big thing out of this one is that Pinheiro has broken the draft envelope.
I can see Piñeiro is getting so comfortable. So, I think should have to start to pull back to have that clean air, but still have still no, maybe no. He don't have it. No, he don't have
No,
it anymore.
Frankenfeld is 2 seconds out, so he is out of the envelope by a half second. And Forsyth is about 7/10 by 8/10, and so he's in the draft envelope. So if anyone's benefiting right now, possibly going longer on this fuel stint, it's the guys back in 3rd and 4th and 5th.
For sure, and I think so. Chad is burning the tires, so it's 28 laps.
Ryan Schold, this is a scheduled stop.
So maybe Chad have to pit in 2 laps, or maybe.
Yeah, he might have to come in early. And
Yes.
Schuld's on 28, so this might be an early dip for both Pinheiro and Frankenfeld, meaning that they've had no one to draft off of.
But Forsyth is more benefits now.
Yeah.
26 so far. Look at the battle for the 22, 21, yeah. 34 cars over there, and Osborne.
Got it.
Rexin.
Matthew Weeks involved there, but he's up in 16th, so this is a battle between 21st and 22nd. They just came out of the pits. This is what fresh tires are going to do. It's going to help them really get through turn 1 very fast. Whoa! Yeah, you saw it coming too. Whoa! And you got to wonder if Osborne just like, I'm going to throw a little aero block here on Rexing. Rexing been in these cars for a while. He's not going to fall for that one, I don't think. And now involved here is Matthew Weeks, who needs to get a good stop to probably catapult himself into the top 15. Right now he's in 16th. Hunter Smith on pit road, Brentley Soar on pit road, Frankenfeld on pit road, Pinheiro on pit road. So here's all those scheduled stops that we were talking about.
And if math serves me correctly, that's about where they were at on their first stop there. Didn't we were praising them for getting 35 laps or so?
Had some caution laps there.
Stent. Yeah, on that first stent. Now they're up to lap 66. So again, huge fuel run and tire run there for those leaders.
So Lewis, at Indianapolis when we run, typically it's the race to get that last stop closest to 170. Is that about the same thing we do here at Pocono, is get the 170?
No, it's more kind of more weird because you need to use more engine maybe because you see all the for example, let's talk about Pinheiro. Pinheiro did 29. So in Indianapolis, you do it between 32.
Yeah.
Yeah, with map. So if you save a fuel for the DW12, you do 20, 32, 31 maybe.
Yep.
But we already know, because we saw it on the Tuesday night, you can do 35 or 36 with map change it, map 5.
Yeah.
So in this car, you cannot do more than maybe 32, 33. So that's kind of difficult. That is getting more difficult. That is my first. So to be honest, I run in here in 100 laps, 120, but never 200 laps. So that is getting my first experience over here, like 500 miles.
Yeah.
But
Fortner
what I
pit
figured
road.
out now is short than the Indianapolis 500 or Indianapolis anyway.
Owens now and Del Porto are going to cycle to the front. Fortner on pit road. Matthew Weeks now up into the top 5 by staying out. They're on this, remember, they're on that slightly different schedule. 22 laps into their stint, these guys are. So they're probably looking at another anywhere from 4 to 6 probably before making that turn to pit road.
I really think it's interesting because we're talking about with 132 or 33 laps to go. We have 60, 70 something so far, and no 68. And thinking about when it's 10 laps to go, we're gonna talk about some guys like let's see, maybe I'm gonna say Indycar Scarlett is batted for the win.
Yep.
Because she catch the count or the calculation on your map or maybe in your stints, and she now batted for the victory, or maybe still Adriano Piñeiro now 77th place, or maybe all of these guys from maybe Owens, Porto, Norgard, Bohosky, maybe they really right on the count. I don't know. It's still early, but it's interesting. Very, very interesting now to think about what's happening in 100 laps to go. On more than 100 laps, so yeah, still.
Here's Jordan Owens, 24 laps into their stint. Him and Del Porto, Weeks 24 laps. Norgard probably coming on the pit road here the next lap or two. 29 under his current stint.
We still have 4 stints to go.
Yeah.
4 point something to go.
So it's four solid stops and a splash, it sounds like. Here comes Norgard. We expect him to make the stop. Here he is, coming in at lap 71. And if he's coming in right at 30, this probably makes him right around lap 100 for his next stop. Getting down to the speed limit here. The rule set for tonight, incidentally, in case you're just wondering, it is, of course, we are on a 2.5 mile triangle oval, 200 laps, 500 miles, 10 sets of tires, no fast repairs. Pit road speed limit is 55. No lucky dogs here. Restarts controlled by the leader 1 lap after the pace car exits the track. And all the qualifying tonight was done on 2-lap averages. Norgard done with his stop. Del Porto now, your leader as he gets around Owens.
So I did the math, not the calculation, math. So the Porto is gonna be third for 6 laps. So I think so in this fourth stint he have to do at least 2 more laps. The Porto, Owens, Wicks, Justin, and Pahosky. They must to do at least 2 more laps, or maybe 1 more lap for each stint.
Each stint? Okay.
Yes, to be
one last stop. One last stop.
Yeah. Yes, to do 4 stint or maybe 4 stop more, or 3 stop maybe. So yeah, kind of yeah.
You know, it makes me wonder though. Maybe Del Porto calculated that stuff all out, and
but he can. I think
maybe
so he can do it because last thing he did 33.
Yeah, he did 33. And, well, that was with some caution. But it makes me wonder, though, that when he was doing those stops on pit road and taking his time and everything, maybe it was calculated. I don't know. I mean, this is a 3,000 IQ play if he pulls it off.
So I expected if he do it 32, should be. I think so. You have to change your camera to the Porto, Wicks, Owens, all these guys, because I think all of these guys did 33 laps last team. So
it's amazing we can forecast that far out. If there's no cautions, and that's what you get into when you get into these stretched out races here at Pocono. That when these cars are stretched out, the chances of cautions are becoming fewer and fewer. Well, while we have a moment, let's go ahead and let's do a side-by-side for iRacing. We'll take a small break. The action will be all on the screen. We won't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
And we're back. And now we see Owens on pit road, Vandermeer on pit road. We just saw Weeks hitting pit road. So Del Porto not on pit road. And he actually puts Weeks a lap down coming off of pit road. I don't know how critical that's going to be.
Who's coming? Owens.
Oh, is Del Porto this time? Yes, this time Del Porto. This is not the time to speed on pit road. Not when we're forecasting this one to be a possible W.
32 laps.
All right, so now we turn the lead back over to the main group, and good God, look at this lead that Pinheiro has. 6 seconds. 6 seconds over Frankenfeld. It might as well be 6 miles.
Yeah, the rest of the field is just hoping for a caution of some sort, where Pinheiro is just going to go run and hide for the rest of the
Well, he's had a rough start to the season. I think he's had 3 DNFs. I know he's the Oval Master, and he did not fare well at Homestead, did not fare well at Motegi. Had a very bad Motegi road course. And I think he's badly wanting a breakout race here to kind of establish his chance at the championship this season. And I think you're absolutely right there. I think if we do get a caution, I'm not sure if anyone could, even if we do get a caution, anyone could really pass him. He seems to, he raced Chad at will and then pulled away at will.
Gabby gets DNF too. Sorry.
Gavin Hibbs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gavin Hibbs out early. Kevin Hayes out early. That's going to help or hurt him in the rookie points. So we got 20 cars left on the racetrack, I believe. Actually, no. Kevin Hayes is still turning, but he's back in 21st. You said Gavin Hibbs is done. Carroll's done. Logan Spath is done. Yep. But yeah, Hayes is back in 21st right now. I think it's time to take a tour through the field as we're about 15 laps into this stint. There is your leader, Adriano Pinheiro.
And if you're just tuning in, yes, there are other cars on the track. It doesn't look like that, but there are other cars on the track.
And yeah, well, actually, the better one is to put up the battles box here, because that's the 7 seconds now back to Frankenfeld. Now we'll do Frankenfeld now. He's got himself a battle with Forsyth, who's about 4/10 right behind him. Forsyth's up 7 spots. Tyler Fode, the winner at Motegi, he is now 4th, and he is. Go ahead.
I see so far Smith and Justin for the 8th position, 7. That's the close effort so far.
All right, we'll get back there here. Ethan Stanley in 5th. Here comes Presley Sora. And then there was just a pass here. Here we go. Fortner and Hunter Smith. Let's zoom out a little bit. There we go. These are teammates here. So remember rule 1 of racing your teammate, Lewis. What is rule 1 for racing your teammate?
That's why I alone. That's why I racing alone. That's why.
But you know the rule. What's the rule? Rule 1 for racing your teammate is?
Don't hit your teammate.
And rule 2 for racing your teammate is? See rule 1.
Reversal?
Well,
I don't know.
watching the IndyCar race last weekend, I'm not sure Joseph Newgarden got the memo.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I like when Power is getting mad. So funny.
Oh, he was past mad. I don't think we can say what he was. He was past mad.
And he yelled at Malukas. He yelled at Malukas.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, but I think I think a couple days later, if I remember correctly, he kind of apologized for that. But I feel for Malukas. I see what he tried to do. He was going to pass Power, and I thought Power squeezed him, and you could tell in the interview with Malukas there, he was a little ticked off, to say the least.
Yeah. But I don't think that restart was slow. I don't. It was slow, but I don't think William White almost smacking the wall off of 1 there. I don't think he did anything wrong. That's what I'm trying to say. He strategically brought him down slow. I think the cars in front or the cars behind were just a little jumpy. It reminds me of the old rule that we have over in the Velocity Online Racing League is when the track goes green, doesn't mean you have to go. You should really go when the car in front of you goes. And I think everyone was trying to get a jump on that last start. So I don't.
Sorry. I see Forsyth. Oh, he's so close. Stanley almost hit.
Here we go.
Forsyth takes the position.
Here we go. This is Ethan Stanley, Sora, Tyler Fode.
Oh, Sora hit the wall on turn 2. Oh,
Big run by Craig here. Battle of the blue cars going down the front straight. Longest front straight in all of iRacing ovals. Wasn't able to execute that run. Now caught in the aero wash. Now here comes Sora. Sora to the outside of Forsyth. Oh, slide jump. Oh, I thought it was coming. I thought the old Brazilian clear was like, hey, how you doing? "21 laps into the stint. Pinero 22. Now, the thing that's hurting Pinero, well, now he's around. That's Josh Osborne. He's going to put him a lap down, but he could have got the draft from Josh if he wanted to. But out there by himself, I mean, this is he and his mileage right now. He has no way of really controlling it other than turning down the boost and maybe lifting. And I don't think he's lifting any.
I'm gonna come back to restart about the racing. IndyCar. I think so. I like more the old restart we have in 1999 when the pace car is so far and all the cars came back, and then you have a green flag and the guy can jump in whatever he wants.
Yeah. Like when the
that's a good one.
Yeah, when they're between like turns 3 and 4 in Indianapolis, and they go green there and they have a big run. Yeah, that's kind of how I like it as well.
Well, not like Scott Goodyear did.
Yeah. You can't pass the pace car. You can't even do that in iRacing.
Because that, Eliseo Salazar lost like 2 positions maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got confused too.
And
Villeneuve passing everybody. So, anyways. Actually, was Fittipaldi or something, Christian?
Yeah.
No, one of the Fittipaldi, yes. He have a good run over there.
Yeah, that was his first race. Oh, Ethan Stanley, damage coming into the pits. You might have to take a look at that, LG, and see what happened. But that might be day done.
Oh no, I think you know now. So he went exited. Oh no, he hit the turn. Same when it happened with Thompson. He hit the wall on turn 3, and the car went to inside the pits, and that's it. The end of the day.
Let's see if we can possibly see what happened here. Ooh, here we go.
So basically, Aerowash over there. Too late for leave the car. So yeah, too late.
See what happens here as
88 for 89.
yeah. Oh yeah, just arrow, 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 and boom. And yeah, then he kind of bounces off the wall and it kind of shoots to the inside. That's happened to me before. And then you go right to that inside wall. Not only do you go to the inside wall and smack your car, but you get caught for speeding as well. And an unsafe pit entry. So double whammy, triple whammy there. And the day is done for Ethan Stanley, unfortunately.
So Rexin in pits now.
Lap 92. 28 laps on that stint for him. That Nesquik sponsorship on his car. There's a Nesquik factory not too far from my house, as a matter of fact. It's chocolate milk.
I know, but do you like Schultz in pits too? Do you like the with a spoon in your mouth or just put it on the milk?
Oh no, I don't. That stuff's awful. I I hate it. The powder, I don't like the way to make chocolate milk is you take the Hershey's syrup and you make chocolate milk with that.
What about you, Derik?
See, I have found a different way, and I don't know, Luis, how familiar you are with.
He's a cook. He's a cook, so he knows how to many ways.
Well, here's the thing, though, and I have found this is the best way to do it. I have the old way of doing it, where I have a milk guy that brings me.
Oh, there you go.
Every Wednesday. If you've ever heard of it, I have Oberweis delivery.
Oh, I know Oberweis, yes.
Their chocolate milk is. Oh.
Osborne walking around or driving around with a little air conditioning on his the front of his car right now, or his toes. And then we also have Frankenfeld coming to pit road, but Osborne, not sure what happened to him.
Oh no!
Frankenfeld speed?
No, Bohosky almost wrecked Piñeiro on turn 1. I think so. Bohosky didn't see it. He didn't see him.
Do we have a replay on that? I would like to see that.
He came so in turn 1 and 83.
Yeah, we'll try to find it.
The bullet there that Pinero may have just dodged.
So you can go with Bohosky. I think so. Bohosky have a damage.
Well,
because he came too slow.
Here comes to pit road Pinero. Yeah, it's tough to find that one. There's nothing happened, so there's nothing in the log to say go back to that one. So we'll have to.
Okay, I can tell you what's happened. So Bohosky came in lap 92.
Oh, and he came in the pit road and then wrecked.
Let me tell you. Oh no.
Rough day for Casey. And Fody on pit. Fody's now your leader.
So one lap to go, one lap back. He spun on turn 3. He went too slow on the next turn 1, and he came a Piñeiro on the back too fast, like a 50 or 60 laps to go, 60 kilometers per hour more faster.
Let's see. Let me rewind here.
93 to 90. 92 to 93.
Oh, he got hit by Osborne on pit road. That's where Osborne got wrecked again. Here it is.
You can go to 93. And you see Piñeiro almost hit him. So at least he saved it. It's good. 87. So anyways, Pohoski in that moment have a penalty. Well, he ended the race after entry for pits. I think so. The second one, yeah, this is the second one. The last one was in the Motegi when he did that thing on the pit road.
So here's what happens. So Pinero goes down low, and that's exactly. He was maybe expecting Pinero to stay high, and Pinero decided he wanted to go low. I think, and I don't know if there's much of a. I've talked with Adriano before, at least in DMs, and so we write each other back in English. I'm not quite sure how good his English is in terms of when he talks to somebody. So that might be one of those things on the radio. If you could at least tell someone, I want to pass high, stay low, or something. But get on the radio and maybe try that. But let's get back to live action on the racetrack. Craig Forsyth, your leader, coming in. And this turns it back over to Jordan Owens and Victor Del Porto again. And Weeks and P3. You're doing the math again. I can hear you.
Yeah.
But I noticed that Del Porto has fallen back behind Owens. Before, it was Owens the other way around. Do you think that maybe Del Porto is doing a little bit of saving here?
Yeah, for sure. We can figure out now. So he still have it's at lap 20 now. So maybe have 10 laps to go for the pit stop. So if he's doing now this, can be 33, maybe 34 or 30 something. So we're gonna figure it out maybe.
So we'll see when he gets and he's got at least 2.5 stops left right now, I think.
So maybe he's gonna stop in 92, and then we need to divide it.
Well, we'll see. He's at 21 laps of this current stint, and we're at lap 99. So we're reaching the halfway point this time by.
So he have to do one stint of 32. And then 30 to the end. That's it?
That's it. We make it sound like it's so completely easy. There's so many things that can happen. You can speed on pit road, get caught in someone else's incident. A yellow comes out from something happening on pit road. We've dodged a couple yellows already with people wrecking on pit road.
But Piñeiro is coming fast because last team on the same time, he was like a 10 second or 11 second. Now it's 9 seconds, so it's coming fast. So,
yeah, he is currently. He did 30 laps on that last stint, so he might be. He came in at lap 95.
95, yes, 95.
Yeah.
95, exactly.
So let's do the math. 95 plus 30. He does it again, brings you to 125 plus 30. Brings you to 155 plus 30. Brings you to 185. And that's home.
Okay, so Piñeiro is going to go in 76 to go. Maybe after that can divide it. These two. No. 76.
But this is everybody we're seeing here. Jordan's Owens, Del Porto, Weeks, Vandermaal. These are all guys on the B strategy right now. These all guys pitted very early on, one of the few cautions that we had. They topped off, and they've managed to have themselves a little bit of a cushion over the rest of the field.
I catch up with Piñeiro. So Piñeiro is 76 to go. After it's going to be 46 to go, and then he can to divide it in two to be 23 to the end.
Okay, so
at least he maybe can. Yeah, I don't know. That's complicated. Let's see. 50.
I'm gonna-
Let's see. And 50 to go. Yeah.
I'm gonna leave the math up to the professionals. I'm gonna sit back and listen.
It's too
Frankenfeld.
complicated to make the math now.
Frankenfeld still doing the snake down the front stretch, trying to break the draft of Fody there. Fody is right there, barely on the edge of that draft envelope. A reminder, the draft envelope of these cars extends about a second and a half. So the draft envelope is that void of air that the car punches in the air in front of it. It's kind of the void of air, the vacuum behind the car. And that allows you to use the draft and suck back up. It extends for about that actually has input on the car behind you for about a second and a half. It helps the draft, but it also gives you the old aero push if you catch it in the corners.
Now, the only problem that I see, and again, I'm not pointing out anything new here, but the problem that I see with doing all of this math and doing, all the calculations, is if there's a caution.
Oh, it's out the window.
You might as well just tear that piece of notebook paper and throw it away.
All right, so here's two teammates working together right here. Herrick and Forsyth, 10th and 11th. Owens and Vandermaal are teammates. Sounds like they'll want to work with one another a little bit more closely if they can get to each other. Del Porto is caught Hayes and Schold, and he is just kind of smoking right behind them, just like, you know what, guys? You keep going, punching that hole in the air, but he's going to go 3 wide through 3. That's a little gutsy considering his position. Have a car coming off a pit road, I hear on the inside. Not sure who that is. That was Weeks. I think Weeks hit his, that's his out lap.
Oh no.
What's happened?
I think, so Tyler 40 is complaining about something. And I get back, and I see Pahosky very slow and turn 2. He went inside of the track, and 40 almost hit him. So I think Pahosky must to retire the car. It's too dangerous for to be around. He fixed the car, but I think the car is not running. So
We'll see what happens and where he caught him. Oh yeah, caught him in turn 2. So watch, here he is. He's staying to the inside. Frankenfeld's gonna. This is down the Long Pond Straight, coming off of turn 1, coming into 2. Now, really, you can only go single file through 2. So he goes to the apron. That would have shooting back up. That would get the ire of some drivers. If you're gonna stay low, stay low. But it's happened. I mean, we've all been there before. Believe I don't want to be. And here comes Jordan Owens to pit road. I don't want to be I'm not the steward of the league. So all I know is I've made a whole bunch of mistakes. So that's why I'm up here in the booth with you guys, and they're down there. Del Porto now 30 laps into this stint. 30 laps. And you said he needs to go 32, right?
yes.
Well, here we go.
30.
Does he do it? He needs to go one more after this. This is 31.
But the pits count like a lap. So basically, maybe next one's gonna be the pit stop to be 32. So it's 31 in track, 32 on pit. So it means that 32 counted.
And there you see, we'll remove the graphic there, so you can see the pit strat. There you see the overlap that Del Porto has over the rest of the field. Everybody else on that, basically the same strategy. Okay, I think he's coming to pit road now. Yep. And this will be coming to 32.
Now it's 32.
Yeah, now he's coming to 32, yeah. So this will turn the lead over to Pinheiro, who has himself now a 7-second lead over Frankenfeld. Chad's been there all day today. He fought with Adriano tooth and nail for much of the first stint. As the tires wore off, he kind of fell behind a little bit, but as pit stops occurred, Pinheiro getting on and off pit road much more efficiently than everyone else, and that's how he's built up this big lead. Bodie looking to be the points leader if he has himself a good finish here. Early on the bottom step of the podium, if we were to finish right now. He's got a win earlier this season at Motegi. Looking pretty good here to take the points lead if he can get a good finish at Pocono.
So it's 91 to go, no?
111, 91,
so,
yep.
Yes, so means he needs to do one more 31 and just 30,
200, let's see, we go 200 minus 111, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually 80, oops.
So it's 90 now. So yeah.
89, so now it's 112. And we're watching Presley Sora. He's fourth. Hunter Smith very quietly worked his way up to fifth. Up 12 spots. Fortner right where he started. Got Jimmy Herrick on him. Jimmy Herrick up 11 spots now to seventh. I told you this is his racetrack. Now, Jim, don't let me down. You got to finish this thing out. Here's Craig Forsyth right behind him, and then trio of old-timers right in a row. Herrick, Forsyth, Indycar, Scarlett. Indycar's worked her way up into ninth. I suspect that if we could get another couple more green flag pit stops, I think Indycar might be able to hit pit road hard enough to maybe jump a couple more spots. William White. He is 10th. There's Del Porto. We'll see him take the lead here. He's 3 laps into his stint. We'll see him take the lead here in about anywhere 10, 15 laps again as the next cycle of pit stops. But look who's really close to him. Matthew Weeks. Yeah, Weeks has done a very good job on this alternative strategy. We'll show you the pit strategies for these guys. They're all right in a row. Boom, 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 boom. Owens, Vanderwall, Schold, Orgard, Rexing, they're all on roughly on the same. And then right behind Weeks is Owens. Owens lost a spot of that last handoff of pit stops. Vandermeer has been just kind of the fourth car in line this entire group the entire time. So this is really the only 4-car group now that's really deep on that second strategy.
Yeah, so I don't know. You know, yellow flag is changing everything.
Yeah,
And
it
the
will.
Porto is gonna be everything on the garbage. So for sure, I hope it's fingers crossed with the Porto, for sure. Fingers crossed. But it's still, we still speculate about how much it's gonna be, blah, blah, blah. So it must be maybe 40 laps to go. Maybe gonna be a clear.
That's what Rick Mears said. It was always time to go racing. The final 100 miles, 40 laps to go is 100 miles. So we'll see when we get to lap 160. Once again, if you're just joining us, you're watching ERN's coverage of round 4 of 12 now of the Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series. The IndyCar1909.com Pocono 500 coming to you from Pocono Raceway. We're currently Adriano Pinheiro looking for another win in here in the series. They get closer to the all-time wins list there. I think well, looked at. Who is the all-time wins leader here? I saw that, and the all-time wins leader is Alex Vanasant with 12. So if he wins today, he ties Alex Vanasant for the all-time wins here in the series. So this could be a milestone victory here for Adriano Pinheiro. But make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel so don't miss out on the next race. The next race that you will catch at least me as part of the crew that's doing the official IndyCar Series races here. That will be Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern, the IndyCar iRacing Series at Watkins Glen. Top split, 2 p.m. Eastern. Check it out. Myself, Antonio Estrada, and Ryan Walker will be on the call for that one. Going to be a big race. It's the last road course of the season, and we know Watkins Glen. Certainly when the Cup cars go there, Watkins Glen's pretty fast, but wait till you see the Indy cars at Watkins Glen. That's a lot. That's way faster. And we will be racing the boots, so we'll be racing the extended course. Want to check it out again, 2 p.m. Eastern, top split, IIS, last road course race of the season. We want to thank 4D Racewear for being one of the premier sponsors of the ERL. 4D Racewear, makers of the ultimate sim racing shoes and custom apparel designed for sim racers by sim racers. 4D sim racing shoes are custom engineered to connect racers to their pedals in a way that no other shoe can, providing comfort needed for those really long IndyCar Triple Crown 500-mile races like we're in right now. So I wonder how Jim Herrick's feeling with those shoes. That's the owner of 4D right there. Well, he must be feeling pretty comfortable, guys, because he's up 11 spots in seventh position. And he's starting to run down Justin Fortner a little bit. So if there's a good ad for 4D right there, you're watching it. But that's 4D Racewear. The link is in the description. Check them out. The racing gloves for your feet. Also do want to thank the Warriors for Peace, a foundation for promoting peaceful change in the world to honor the beautiful life of Jack Shockley. Check out warriorsforpeace.org for more information. The link is in the description. They are your title sponsor of the Elite Racing League IndyCar Series.
Luis, if you can, take us into the mindset right now of second place, Chad Frankenfield. Obviously, he was up early in the race, fighting for the lead, but now, obviously, has fallen back to 8 seconds down and losing ground. Take us through his mindset here as he's trying to catch Adriano Pinheiro, but it just doesn't look like that may happen this evening.
I think so. The chat is. I don't want to say this, but it's like a survive. Like okay, I can take the second place. It's my consolation about how fast it is.
Indica Scarlet around Craig Forsyth. Here's a battle. Sorry, got to cut you off. Moving Indica up to 8th.
Good for her. And I think so. The chat is trying to get the second place, but Tyler 40 is very, very close to him. So it's like a close, 1 second. So I think my mind is trying to get my second place, but I don't want to lose my second place for Tyler 40. So now he says coming a pit stop chat in next standby. So
this will be lap 28 coming to 29. So he did 29 last time. He's going to do 29 this time. Pinheiro, he's at 28. He's got 2 more in the tank probably.
Faster lap for Pinheiro. 41.5.
41.5. Purple lap, yeah. And he's got the draft of Kevin Hayes in front of him. We know Hayes has some pace, so that is a light tanks, worn tires. That's pretty good.
Save it. Have to save it. That's no, he wanna pass.
Nope.
Yeah. It's coming.
Oh, he's coming in a lap earlier than normal.
So 78.
Crunching the numbers. Bodie is going to pick up the lead momentarily. This is his 28th lap now.
Okay, so maybe. Okay, so 77. Later, 49. 21 laps to go. So he still have a 3 stint more. But short one. So yeah, 28, 28, and
So
21.
the last stop will be lap 179. That's what you're saying. All right, watching Fortner, who is not the leader. He's currently P2. Tyler Fode is going to go for another lap.
But I have but you know, more short the stint, or more short the pit stop, more close the Victor de Porto.
Yeah.
So now he did. I need to wait for one lap to see how long he taken in the pit stop. But give me 1 second.
Pinero on the pit road. Pinero on the pit stop was
36 seconds.
10.43. I mean, it's 40. I think he was on pit road for 44.28. 10.43 in the box, I think.
No, I see here 36 seconds on the box.
Okay, all right. So the overlay I got was not correct then.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah. All right, Fode on pit road. Scheduled stop coming to. He did 30 last time. He's going to go 30 this time. That's going to turn the lead over to Fortner. Fortner also probably another 2 more laps to go before he ducks down the pit road. And then Forsyth will hit pit road, who is currently drafting off of White for the moment. And that's very strategic. And then the car you see behind Craig there. Yeah, that's the guy we've been talking about for half the race right here, Victor Del Porto.
I think so.
Fortner on pit road.
That is a faster lap now. 41.38.
Oh, yeah. Frankenfeld goes purple. I think there's a little bit of anger there. And he was actually getting a draft from Norgard. He might get another lap in here. We'll see. 41.39, 41.9. So now, not another purple lap, but a stout one nevertheless. So Forsyth now out there. He is now 29 laps into his stint. He did 31 last time, so he has at least another 2 more laps. And I don't think he's going to make it that far. He's going to come to pit road now. And that will turn the lead over to Victor Del Porto.
So we have a 1 hour and 40 minutes. So I know Derik never race over here, or maybe never race a 500 miles, or maybe 3 hours of race. So this is the miracle. You can see 73 to go, and we have a 1 hour and something in the race. But it's the sensation in your body is too hot, and you sweat it too much. It's really. I start to thinking about. Oh, I have to concentrate on the on the steam,
right.
on the fuel.
Yep.
And it's too hot.
And my butt hurts for sitting down too much, and I can't stretch.
Oh yeah. And I want to go to the bathroom.
I need a drink. The cat just walked across the keyboard. You know, it's.
So that's the big problem when you're running this kind of races.
I actually had that happen in a fixed my one and only fixed Indy 500. My cat, who never wants to jump up on my lap for attention at all, decides that during that race, that's when she wanted to jump up on my lap for attention. And yeah, I was in VR, so that was a surprise to everybody. Oh, Vandermarl, even though he's going to have to pit here, is pretty close to Pinero. Vandermarl 23 laps in. He's probably not going to come in for another 7 laps. Del Porto probably not going to come in for another 12.
So Piñeros came in 4 seconds for second close the Porto. So I know the Porto is coming save fuel, but yeah. So he do the last lap. He did 42.1. Pinheiro 41.8. So
Well, now, how is Pinheiro so much faster? I mean, other than that, he's heavier and he has better tires at this point. Is he driving a more efficient line? Is that what you think?
I think so. He doesn't care about the fuel consume and all the stuff. He just push as a qualifying every lap, basically.
Well, they say he didn't even go to fourth gear in turn 3. We're riding along with him down the front stretch. Put the dashboard up here. 219 going into the corner. Goes right to the yellow line.
It's coming fast. It's coming fast, basically. So I think so. With all of this strategy we talked about, virtually, originally he's the lead for the race. Because if we talking about Victor Porto is coming in 7 laps to go, or maybe 6 laps to go. But Adriano Pinheiro in each pit stop is going more fast. So how? It's because he brake and he know how to enter to the pit. So that's another maybe second maybe can win. That's why I always think training pit entry is much better than
practice green flag pit stops. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I do in the Lion Fair. And then all the leagues.
I always, the one thing that I always did a couple things every time I would practice. I would practice green flag pit stop. So I'd always hit pit road as hard as I could. I'd always do practice hustling out of the pits. So your out lap, going as hard as you can on the out lap, seeing what the limit is there. And the other thing I would always do is I would practice 2 restarts. I would practice a full tank cold tire restart like at the start of the race, and then I would practice warm tire light tanks restart, something that you might have at the end of the race, just to see what the car would do. And I think those are kind of 4 critical things you should try, because you can probably very easily you can lose a race, and there's a car in front of going to pit road. You can very easily lose the race by wrecking and not being prepared of what the car is going to do when you're coming up to speed on cold tires. And then you could also very much possibly lose the race if you come to pit road and you get caught speeding. You haven't been practicing to find out where your limits there are.
You know, the another one you have to practice too, how to brake in your box.
Oh yes.
Because you can lose 1 second also too. If you brake too far, okay, it doesn't matter. You brake in your box, but it's 1 second, all your crew is going back. If you go far, it's all 1 second, your crew is going forward. So, anyways.
Well, Del Porto is still the leader. Jordan Owens right behind him, drafting, trying to extend his run as long as possible. Del Porto now 26 laps into his stint, went 32 last time. Owens 28 laps into his stint, he went 31 last time. Del Porto with that Batman symbol on his nose. Oh, he's called Adam Blocker the Dark Knight, but right now, looks like Victor Del Porto is the Dark Knight. And here is Pinheiro gaining. That time by Del Porto, a 42.1. Pinheiro, a 41.9.
So
he's a coming.
Vander
Marl, yeah, Vander Marl.
Yeah, Justin on pits too.
Close battle on the racetrack. Herrick and Fortner. Herrick is dogging Fortner. 2/10 there. Also, Scarlett and Forsyth. Very close proximity to one another. A lot of turbulent air out there.
Forsyth's car is just safe fuel.
I know that he's raced Indica many times. That's one driver you can trust. He's, other than Jim Herrick, he's around that driver right now. Weeks and White, there's a close battle too. This is for the bottom, just outside the top 10. This is for 12th and 13th. Your biggest gainer actually hitting pit road right now, Jordan Owens, up 20 spots, like 21 at the time when he clicked on him. There he goes, sliding into his spot, going up on the jacks. This is, he's going to have one more stop after this. One more stop after this, more than likely. We'll see. So he went 31. We have 138 plus 31. Puts him right around 169 for the final stop. Whew, that's going to make it close. He's coming up the pit road. There goes White. There goes Weeks. They're still racing it out. Del Porto, pit road. Del Porto, pit road. So Del Porto, 29 laps on this stint. He went 32 last time, so not as long. But lap 139. So he goes lap 139, and he goes another 29. $168. I don't know if that's enough to get him home. Gonna have to be Alexander Rossi to try to get home there, I think. So, three wide, yeah. Wow. White and Weeks. Oh, and Jordan. I think Jordan gets around Del Porto, which might not be bad for Del Porto. Del Porto needs a save, I think. I think Jordan needs a save.
No. He don't.
He's good to go?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. He needs to one more stop, and that's it.
Okay.
He did 30. So it's 61 to go. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
61 to go. So
Del Porto. Yeah, he did 30. He did 30 last time. Okay. I think he was coming to 28, but.
So always count the when you pass the line on the pits.
Yep.
So yeah.
Here's Pinero trying to put a lap on Vandermarl. This is for 14th. Vandermarl just lets him go. Vandermarl's kind of on a separate strategy, so there's no point on trying to really race. Maybe he could stay up with him and get some fuel mileage. And next car to go a lap down is Del Porto. Where's Del Porto? He's at the opposite end of the straights. There we go. We'll get on. Let's do it on board with Adriano again. And these little dots right here, that's Del Porto. $18 cars on the racetrack right now. $19th through the remainder of the field. 19th through 29th is out. So about a third of the field. A little bit of attrition. To be expected. We've only had the 2 cautions very early on where we had, I think it was Frank Foti and Trey Holmes getting together in turn 3. And then that second caution came out while we're kind of under the first caution. So maybe call that first caution extended when Gary Lovern, unfortunately, was the car in front of him was following rather quickly. The car in front of him that was going pretty quickly, and everybody got out of everyone's way to try to avoid a concertina effect, a little bit of accordion effect, and coming to a restart. And Lovern took the brunt of it. We've seen a lot of other incidents coming to pit road or coming off of corner 3 and then ricocheting into the inside wall, but clear of traffic. Not enough to throw a caution. But we've been out clean and green since inside of 10 laps. There is Frankenfeld second. He's finished. He's right where he started. Bodie is in third. Again, he's worked his way into a position that could benefit him very much in the points championship. He's up 6 spots. Hunter Smith in 5th, but here's Presley Sora. He's going to get himself, if he got a couple stops to go and he can secure it, he's got himself a good finish in this championship as well. Hunter Smith had a good race last week on the road course. Back to the oval here, looking good, top 5 for him. Fortner, his teammate, right where he started in 6th. Jim Herrick up 11 spots now. Still trying to run down Fortner. Herrick in 7th. Indica Scarlett in 8th. Told you to watch out for her. And Craig Forsyth in 9th. Matthew Weeks. Always watch out for this guy. He is in 10th. Here comes White to the inside. This is a battle for position. Have not got a chance to mention so far today Worldwide Technology Raceway, where the NTT IndyCar Series was just last week. Worldwide Technology Raceway is a motorsport racing facility in Madison, Illinois, just east of St. Louis. It's really, really close to the Great Gateway Arch. You can see it from the stands right there. Features a 1.25-mile oval that hosts the NASCAR Cup Series, Craftsman Truck Series, and the NTT IndyCar Series, a 2-mile infield road course used by Speed Tour Trans Am, SCCA, Porsche Club of America, and a quarter-mile NHRA-sanctioned drag strip that hosts the annual NHRA Camping World Drag Racing Series at Midwest Nationals event. And also a kartplex that they showed a lot on the IndyCar race on the infield, state-of-the-art karting facility there. To learn more about the Worldwide Technology Raceway, to buy tickets for one of their marquee events coming up later this year, visit their website. Link is in the description. Worldwide Technology Raceway. Thank them for being a premier partner to the Elite Racing League. Tonight's race sponsorship brought to you by... Oh, there's a battle for position right behind them. There's Evan Owens and Del Porto with the camera there. IndyCar1909.com. IndyCar1909 is a website dedicated to the latest IndyCar news, sim racing tidbits, historical retrospective pieces, and home to the Turn 4 podcasts. Visit them today at IndyCar1909.com. Like them on Facebook, follow them on X and Instagram, and subscribe to their channel on YouTube. IndyCar1909.com. IndyCar past, present, and future links are in the description. Coming about 50 to go. It's probably a good time to get that last side-by-side in for iRacing, and we'll be right back after this break to the green flag.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Right behind this battle we've been watching on the side-by-side, there is your leader. 9.5 or 9.9 seconds now over Chad Frankenfeld. Might as well be 9 laps.
Yeah, we were just talking about there on the break that every time Pinheiro comes out of the pits, his lead just keeps getting bigger and bigger. We'll see
Frankenfeld.
Chad Frankenfield now entering the pits as well.
He's going to have to stop again. He's going to have to stop probably in the 180s somewhere in there. Is that what you think?
25.
Yeah. Yeah, so you split it in half, go 25 at 175, and then go home at that point? Okay. So one more stop after this. Probably in about 25 laps. So this is going to be his, probably a short fill.
Sora going to pits too. Yeah, he announced him he's going.
We're watching him right now. Presley Sora, one of your points leaders. He's going to be joined by another car. Oh!
That's close.
That was, and that's Hunter Smith. So Hunter trying to get as close as possible to get that position. This might be one of the few opportunities to try to pass somebody is to get him on pit road. So there goes Smith.
Wow. White is in pits too. Oh no, Smith. No. So sorry.
Luis, if math is correct here, everybody has to come in one more time. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't matter if you have more laps or less laps. You have to do one more time. But one of them gonna be short.
Yeah.
Pit stop, and then otherwise it's gonna be long. So 8 seconds is long, maybe. Maybe short's gonna be 1 second low, maybe something like that.
Scarlett and Norgard hitting pit road for their next to last stops. Tyler Fode, same thing, next to last stop for Tyler. Fortner, pit road, next to last stop. Herrick's going to stay out and go try to overcut him on the pit stop. He's going to stay out one more. Herrick is going to inherit the lead. Weeks around Pinero. I'm out. Move Weeks up to second, but Pinero just stopped. So he is now 2 laps under his stint. And he's going to go out for that position back. Owen's right behind this battle. I don't think the more I look at it, I don't think the strategy play is going to work. I think that the way that Pinero has been able to then cut into this group of 4 on the alternative strategy and pass people already, I think we're looking at him now as the winner versus those other guys. Those other guys, they're going to be out there for a little while longer, but I think when they come in the pit, he's just going to scoot away from them. As you've seen, he's already scooted away from Owens and Del Porto.
Well,
you think so or no?
Well, if it's coming, a yellow flag could be new race. So
yeah, yellow flag would be a new race. That's for sure.
Yeah, thinking about it, somebody issue with the disconnected with the software, and the car is running around, yellow flag.
Yeah.
So we already saved 2 yellow flags. So you remember the 2 cars is hit it, and yeah, it should be yellow flag that, but it didn't.
It's like an extended yellow, yeah. It was like an extended yellow. Because it happened during the come up to speed solo lap that the league does before they go green.
No, the other 2. So
but you had the guys early on. It was Holmes and Fode. They got in an incident in 3. That was the cause of the caution.
I say Stan Staley when he hit the turn 3 and then went to the pits and then.
Did we get a caution then?
No, they should be caution for that, but they didn't.
In real IndyCar racing, 100%, yeah, would have been a caution for sure.
But what you said, so Adriano Piñero is going to be, for now, the win.
Yeah.
They're gonna touch wood. You know what we say in Spanish? We touch wood and they knocked it.
Oh, knock on wood.
Yeah.
It's knock on
Yeah.
wood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tonight's race is round 1 of 3 of the P1 Triple Crown Challenge. P1 is proud to sponsor the Triple Crown Challenge. P1 is an esports broadcaster specializing in online IndyCar-style sim racing on the iRacing platform. But don't look now, they cover hypercars, Xfinity, and trucks as well. The gang's all here with an all-new look and name, but with the same quality and affordable pricing from before we realize that we still know what Indy means. With an appreciation for the history and heritage of all eras of IndyCar, P1 brings your racing league to life with a team that lives, breathes, eats, sleeps, and drinks anything and everything racing. To learn more about P1 or to request a quote for your league, check out their social media links. P1 can be found on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, and Linktree. Find all their links in the description. I also want to thank Blue Egg Marketing. Rev up your business with Blue Egg Marketing. Your marketing pit crew, turbocharge your lead generation with experienced drivers that can navigate the competitive track, there we go, to connecting with your customers. With Blue Egg, you're always in the pole position, leading your brand toward victory lane. Don't spin your wheels, accelerate success with Blue Egg, fueling small businesses to win big. Learn more about Blue Egg, click on the link in the description. Weeks is now second, but he is on a different strategy. 26 laps into his stint. 22 for Owens, 21 for Del Porto, 24 for Vandermaal. He's in sixth. Got 14 on the lead lap at the moment. Started with 29. 3 wide start. We will get that for all the Triple Crown races this year. 3 wide at Indianapolis, 3 wide at Michigan toward the end of the season. Weeks getting some time up front. Of course, we saw him get his first IndyCar style win over in the Velocity Online Racing Series at a IR05. He's now parlaying that into an IR18 ride over here in the Elite Racing League. Former multi-race winner over on the stock car side of things, that you see earlier in the week on ERL here, or ERN and the ERL. Next time you see Indy cars here on ERN will be Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern. IndyCar iRacing Series top split at Watkins Glen. And then following that, we will be, me and LGN and the gang will be at the final race of the Season 3. And there's weeks coming to pit road. Season 3 of 2024, the championship Tuesday for the IndyCar Oval Series top split at Charlotte. And then a week from this Saturday, we'll be back again here on ERN for round 15 of the IndyCar iRacing Series as we return to the Milwaukee Mile, 2 p.m. Eastern on Saturday the 31st. So next 2 weeks after the Pocono race here in terms of the Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series, we got next week off, and then we don't return back till the 12th. So we got a little bit of off time, fellas.
Yeah, definitely time there to recuperate and recharge the batteries as we push forward towards crowning a new champion this year.
I tell you, Richmond is the next stop, and Richmond, I have seen Pinero here and one of our top split broadcasts at the previous channel. win a race there. So if he can put a dub here on the board, he's going to a track we know he does well at Richmond. Put a dub there on the board, he's back in this race. Of course, you're going to get a drop week here in the league, so one of those bad finishes that he had in the first 3 is going to get erased. Del Porto is second. And we kind of told you from the very early to watch this guy. He is now looking at, if he gets a top 10, it'll be his 59th and league leading top 10 if he gets a top 10. Has 58 currently right now in league history. Frankenfield has 52. Pinheiro has 43. Your man Henry Bennett has 31 LGN, and Alex Van de Sant has 30 top 5s here in ERL history.
I
Top
think so.
5.
Henry Bennett won the championship.
Yes, he has. He has 9 career wins here in the series. Pinheiro leads all drivers with 36 top 5s. Del Porto right behind him with 33. Henry Bennett with 28. Frankenfeld 27. Alex Van de Sant with 26. But Pinheiro with one more win, and he is getting very close to looking at another victory here in the ERL and the Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series. One more win will tie him all-time with Alex Van de Sant for the all-time wins leader here in the series. And we're just really in that point of a 500-mile race. We're just kind of waiting for the last pit stops to happen and see what becomes of that. Go through the field also, see what we got for other races out there. This battle between Owens and Del Porto is one of the closest ones. Vandermarl is back here, not too far behind Frankenfeld. Dad wants that top 5 to add to that count. And Vandermarl coming to pit road. This should be right at a final stop for him if he decides not to somehow split it in half. But he has gone 31 on this stint, so by math, he's coming. This should be coming to 170. He should be able to get this. This is his final stop right here.
Sorry, I'm rather distracted because I checked the standings of Pinheiro in Pocono. So I'm gonna give you information in 1 minute.
Yeah, this is where the money is made. I think about 30 laps to go. You know, we know how dominant Pinheiro has been all night. Just got 30 more laps here. Just keep hitting his marks, and you know, he's going to walk away with a dominating performance today.
So actually, if I look on Sim Racer Hub, it says that Pinheiro has a 12 win. So not sure where the one win is coming. Did he get one taken away? Did they do a New Garden to him at some point? They take a win away? I don't know. But they show him with 12 wins here in Sim Racer Hub, but league stats show him with 11. So he's either tied for the league or he's going to tie for the lead today if he wins.
So I have the info. So in 2021, Pinheiro started second and he finished fourth. So the winner was Bennett, Rubila, and Bruno Miranda.
Oh, Bruno the Storm, yeah.
Yes, that's in 2021. In 2023, he started second, but he finished on 33. So maybe he broke or something happened. You know who won? Robert Maleska, Jasper Horman, and Joao Ritten.
All right.
That's the top 3.
Oh, Presley, Sora, Fortner side by side into 3. This is the battle for position between guys that have just They're on the same strategy. So this is looking at a battle on the side of the top 5. Fortner and Sora, 4th and 5th. And also involved Hunter Smith.
And the last one was in February. So when Jason Broffin won over the Nicolas Sodic and Piñeiro on 3rd place.
Yeah.
Very close. So 0.030.
Yeah, it was a battle to the end between Sudik and Brophy. I think actually Sudik had the lead going into 2, and Brophy got him. Whoa, Sora and Fortner are this is where the caution's going to come from right now. These guys keep racing each other as hard as they. And also coming into the picture, here's Jim Herrick back in 7th. So something happens here, and this group slows up. We're going to get a 4-car battle. Lap 174. Oh, yep, it's getting close. It's getting spicy.
Oh no, it's too close.
He's trying to. They're trying to give. They're playing a little sport or mansmanship here. One-upsmanship. Here comes Hunter Smith. He's like, I'm going to go to the high side. That's where I get some clean air. Back to the inside. Fortner. Thora. Ooh.
They have to squeeze over there, and he did, so good.
Don't forget that 4D car is coming. Make sure to check out 4D Racewear. Links are in the description, but check out the racing gloves for your feet. And apparently, old Jimmy Herrick's been very comfortable with those shoes, driven himself up to 7th. They also sell gloves if you need gloves, sim racing apparel if you need some nice flowing shirts there. They got some good stuff. Check them out, 4D. He is.
By the way, about the gloves, I have one of them.
Gloves are
And
good
it's
stuff.
Yeah, it's really, really comfortable and really, really, really good, really good. I don't know why I get it. Maybe I want something and they give me the gift, something like that. I don't remember. But I have one of them from the 40, the Jim Henry.
And Hunter Smith, final stop. Coming with 25 to go. So there's that. This is the group that pitted right around 150. So they're going to split that run in 2. And see if we can do 2 short stops here too.
Look at that soda and no! What? So I don't know how Sora didn't catch the jump over there on between turn 1 and 2.
Oh, did he go really low on with the bumps down there?
Yeah, I don't know how it didn't catch it, but what's luck?
Yeah, there's a huge bump down low off of 1. And if you hit it, you could go airborne. You got to go down. I mean, it's really off the racing line. Way off the racing line. Like down underneath that yellow line down there. Or the dotted line. Craig running down. Actually, he's just been kind of following Scarlett here for much of the last quarter of the race. There's Weeks. He's in 9th. Here's Del Porto right behind him here. They are 40 seconds behind the leader, and that's the leader right behind them. There it is. He's right behind him. So if we go on board with Adriano, remember those little dots I circled before? They're a lot bigger now. There they are. And they're going to have to stop here. No, they're not going to have to stop. They have stopped. The one that's going to have to stop is Pinero, and that's probably sometime in the next, I don't know, 3 laps, give or take. And those guys in front of him are going to have to hustle because they'll need to come around and try to pass him before he gets out on the racetrack. I don't think the Delta is in their favor.
So what I think.
Big run, big run, big run, big run. He just rolls out of it.
So the Porto, Owens, Smith, and Justin, they're ready to go. They're already free to go to the end.
They are? You think so?
So, yeah, they are.
Okay.
Completely, they are. So, Chad.
Yes,
already
that's right.
announced it's going.
You're right. Oh, so Chad's coming to pit road now? Okay. That's right.
So
They did.
to?
Yep. That's right. Yep. Sora, pit road. Final stop.
And Piñera stayed.
Pinero, last lap, purple. 41-1. 41-165. Staying in that clean air, or not the clean air, just the draft of these are fast cars in front of them. These guys have been in the top 10 all day. Weeks is like, nah, I don't really want to be able to the next car to go a lap down. I'm going to try to pass Del Porto. Now let's see when you get one spicy Brazilian next to another. What? Oh, here we go, guys.
It's coming.
Okay, that was like probably a good idea. White coming in behind him. Final stop for Pinero, final stop for White. Fortner also going to his stall, final stop. Frankenfeld, done, out. Final stop, done. Now he just needs to bring it home, see where the cards shake out for him. Pinero, no mistakes on pit road. I don't think he did. He hit the marks perfectly up on the jacks. Where does Weeks and Del Porto come out? Here they come. Into 3, down the main straight. The thing is, Adriano's at exit, and he's already up to speed. Can they get him? They're not going to get him. They're too far behind. Here's Tyler Fode now is the leader. He's still going to have to stop. He's 27 laps to do his stint. And then that will turn the lead over to Pinero, who has about a 2-second lead over Herrick. I think Herrick still needs to stop. Herrick's 25 seconds or 25 laps into his stint.
I said Weeks is ready to go? No, Weeks will have to stop again.
Weeks is 18 laps to do his stint.
Yeah, we have a 19 to go, so he has to stop. But the Porto still, so he can stay.
Yeah, Weeks has been coming in a little bit earlier than the rest of that group. Here's Fode, final stop for the probably going to be the points leader out of this deal. But he is the winner at Motegi. Looking at a possible podium. Certainly looking at a top 5 here. Coming to pit road now. Going to hand the lead over to this guy, Pinero. It's time to bring it home. This is where the money window is open for these guys. Business, well, I would say it's about to pick up, but pretty much this man has handled his business all race long.
So Norgan is going to pit now.
And Norgard coming in right now, final stop.
And again, Smith and Soda fight. Forsyth coming too.
Sora's been around somebody for the better part of the last 20 laps. He's been fighting somebody. Has been of the Little Eagle variety as well. Oof. Brazilian clear. Pruitt fade.
So Jim Henrik has to stop now, and Del Porto is gonna get the podium. And should be Owens on 3rd place. Oh no, this is close. Yeah.
Jimmy Herrick does very well at this track. The most recent memory of the one time he didn't do well on this track is he wrecked coming off of turn 2 on lap 1 of a VOR race, and he took me out in the process. I remember that race. It was a double 500-mile race that we had a 500-mile in Indianapolis that I finished top 5 in, and then we came here and I'm feeling good. I'm like, oh man, I got another top 10 in me for this thing. And lap one, turn 2.
You
15 to
check
go. 15 to go. 15 to go.
Do you check Smith and Soda?
Yeah, we'll go back.
It's side by side in turn 2, side by side in turn 3,
Ooh.
and Justin asking to.
Oh
no!
Oh!
Why?
Hunter Smith, there's that bump I was telling you about.
So I go back to Justin. So Justin asking to Schultz to help him for half a gallon.
All right. Well, let's get the dashboard up, because that is going to impact. You can even hear the car. It's down on power. He's trying to make it. Listen to him. He short shifts in 6th gear. It doesn't look at the lights. The lights don't even get past halfway down there. So he's not allowing it to get in the blue at all. And 6th gear, maximum fuel save in terms of your gear. Now one of his engine maps is down here. We can't really see. 208, 210, 213, 214, 215. He goes to 6, but it's short shifts. Go ahead.
We have a group of Forsyth, Stora, Scarlett on the front, Smith and Henrik. Battle for 5th, 9th.
Yeah. This is Fortner and Smith. There's Hunter and Herrick. That's 8th, 9th, 10th. Hunter's looking for that bump again. Right behind him is your leader. That's what I'm sure he doesn't want to see everyone racing for positions. And we're not just talking any positions now. These guys are racing for top 10s in front of him. And he does not want to see this when they start slugging it out. That's going to impact what happens, how he addresses the racetrack. Presley Sora now cycles to the back of this group. So Pinero, your leader. Del Porto 8 seconds back. Owens right with him. These guys are 19 laps each into their current stint. Del Porto went 31 last time. Owens went 32 last time. We're 19 laps, 11 to go. So Mass says they're going to be right at that 31 window. Yep. Last shout out for the Warriors for Peace, being our title sponsors of the Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series. Warriors for Peace, a foundation promoting peaceful change in the world to honor the beautiful life of Jack Shockley. Check out warriorsforpeace.org for more information. Links in the description.
It's gonna come in. Smith and Henrik. And
oh, wow! This is gonna be a caution. Oh my goodness! And it took out both 4D cars.
Oh no! Oh.
2 words: monkey wrench.
And Hunter Smith and Jim Forsyth, and this is right around Indica, and oh gosh, and it takes out the teammate, and it's right in front of the leader. This is turn 2. That is right. It's like Robert Wickens' wreck. Oh, right in the same spot too, no less.
I'm gonna say Henrik have the right to decide where he's going, but Smith thinking Henrik's gonna go to the wall, but Henrik he want to be there. So yeah, I take that for Hunter.
Well, let's rewind a little bit and to see what happened.
So, oh no, so sad for Chris Forsyth.
Wow. Oh, okay. This started in the middle of the This started in the middle of the straightaway.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. You know who had the best seat in the house on this one? It's Indycar. Let's go back. Let's follow along with Indycar. She had to be going, what the heck is going on up there, fellas? All right, here we go. Full speed. Full speed. Let's listen to her get off the gas. I'm about to say, she almost didn't get off the gas. I thought she did a full send. But
Wait,
good job.
She's lucky. She's so lucky because
Yeah.
you know the car should be going down, and the car is coming up.
Ooh, Del Porto coming to pit road.
Oh no! Why?
Extra set of tires. Full send it here at the end. I don't know. That turns it over to Jordan Owens. And I don't know what Owens has for Pinero.
Wait. So remember, 10 laps to go. All the lap cars going back.
Yes.
So he's gonna go on 8th position behind Scarlett.
And Scarlett's coming too. Scarlett's decided to go for new tires. They do have 10 sets here. They have more tires than they can actually, more pit stops, more tires than they have pit stops. So this is they're going to send it. They're going to full send it.
So he didn't change nothing. That's good.
Oh, he didn't change any tires?
No. I said the all this. So he did good, and Scarlett did good too.
Yeah. So what we're going to see here is Weeks is a lap down. So he's going to get cycled back, unfortunately. Presley Sora is a lap down. He will get cycled back. William White is not a lead lap. He will get cycled back. Norgard is going to be cycled back. So, but moving forward, Owens, Frankenfeld's up there. Okay, so the guys that are going to be cycled back, it's going to go Pinero, Owens in the black car, the second black car there in your screen, right here, and then Frankenfeld right behind him. They'll cycle to the front. Those guys will go to the back.
Yep, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Race control. All the laps down is going back, so it's gonna be.
And they're going to pit road anyways, I think. So yeah. White's staying out, and he's going to get cycled back. So he's going to go to the inside and allow all the leaders by him. Back to Norgard, I think. Or is it? Well, the White's going to fall in behind Scarlett. Scarlett's the last car on the lead lap. Yeah, I think she's trying to figure out where am I going. Okay, so as long as I know you guys are going to pull up in front of me, I will proceed. So she will follow Del Porto. Del Porto needs to then get around. There's Vandermarl. There's Fortner. There's Fode. There's Frankenfeld. There's Owens. There's Pinero. That is your leader. We're going to go 7 to go. We're going to finish this 500-miler with a sprint. Lights are out, but we still got a couple laps before we go green.
So the only guys on handicap is Owens and Justin, 20 and 25, 23 and 25. So Pinheiro is 12 laps with the old tires.
And Frankenfeld has 13. Fode has 10. Ortner has 13. So it's gonna be spicy in here, guys. It's really gonna be spicy. And we want to thank the guys for Worldwide Technology Raceway being one of the premier sponsors here of the ERL. Again, it's the only facility in North America that hosts the NTT IndyCar Series, the NASCAR Cup Series, and the NHRA. Make sure to check them out for future tickets to future events. The link is in the description. Worldwide Technology Raceway, one of our great partners. And that's where we will crown the champion. Championship Thursday, later in the season, there at Gateway. Once again, want to shout out 4D Racewear, Worldwide Technology Raceway, Blue Egg Marketing, the guys at IndyCar 1909, Warriors for Peace, P1, everybody. The Push to Pass podcast, your podcast there. Derik, for just being sponsors and Generally just good folks to help put on a really good league and a really awesome IndyCar series. So this is it. We are on the Go Green lap. Your leader is Pinero, who has led most of the day. Jordan Owens up 22 spots, the second place there. Chad Frankenfeld now. This is the closest he's seen the lead all day since the start. He's going to be wanting to get in on this. He's down 1 spot from where he started. Tyler Fode up 5 spots, looking at a top 5 here, and possible going to move himself to the points lead. We'll see. Justin Fortner now 5th. So we got BK Racing, Fueled Up Racing in there. Little Eagle, Lake Norman, Little Eagle, Fueled Up in P6. Vandermaal, good run for him. Del Porto in 7th. Indycar, Independent. I knew she'd do well. Here we go. They're itching it. You can hear them. They're running to go. They're 95. I think it was the speed limit's 90, but they're kind of pushing it right now.
So it's no waving. So race control, they don't want to be waving on the race. So you have to be 1 up, 1 down, take the corner.
Yep. There you go. That's a 1 down, 1 up, and then take the corner. Here comes Fode. And he gets around Frankenfeld. That's not it for Frankenfeld. He's got his teammate now. Here's the weave.
No.
Oh, and side by side now with Pinero going into 3. Down low with those really, really worn tires. Pinero's going to cross him over down the front straight. Here comes the weave. Pinero just holds his line, which is probably a smart thing to do because doing that weave just scrubs off speed. Pinero takes the lead. Now he does the cut across with the aero wash going into 1. Does Owens have enough to get another run here?
Wow, what an interesting race here. What a finish we have in store here coming up.
I think Owens has another. I think he has another run here. He's going to go to the inside into 3. Here comes Frankenfeld. He's going to send it. He puts the block on Frankenfeld going into 3. Almost 3 wide in contact. Owens to the inside, getting the lead up high. Pinero getting a little dirty air. Pinero still has a run and momentum on the high side. Coming back on Owens, attacking at the start-finish line to the inside and 1. Oh, and he just cuts across. That's the Brazilian clear.
You can tell Frankenfield, he's getting the itch. He is getting the itch with just 3 laps to go.
I think time's running out for Del Porto. I don't think he has a shot now unless somehow he can get into this group or there's a big wreck or something. But here comes Owens to the inside one more time. He has a good run through 3 with those old tires. I don't know how he's doing it. Fode now to 3rd.
What a smart Adriano is. So he left him to do the white flag and try to defend it. Oh no, penalty for Owens.
Oh.
For blocking.
Oh. 2 laps to go, and that might have just sealed it if there's a penalty. I have not seen the tally come across, but that's okay. We'll see what I would run it out. I would run this thing out. White flag lap next time by. White flag lap sponsored by Whiplash Simcams. Get the most out of your iRacing experience with Whiplash Simcams. Follow them on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. Here we come to the inside. He's got the look on Pinero to the inside. White flag in the air. Here we go, boys. Side by side in the 1. Frankenfeld, very interested party looking at this battle in front of him. Here comes Fode trying to get that podium finish back, but I don't know if he's going to be able to get there. He's got a long run down this Long Pond Straight, so maybe he can get a little bit of a run inside. Pinero going into 2. Owens down to the inside now. He's going to cross him over. Owens is handled very well through 3. He's going to go to the high side this time. Pinero goes down low to contain the low side. Through 3 and 4, and I think Pinero might have this, but we'll see. A little bit of a weave, but Pinero, that move in the 3 got him the win.
Wow, what a finish. Huge congratulations to Adriano Pinheiro dominating this race, but it wasn't towards the end. Owens just couldn't quite have enough on those old tires, but huge congratulations goes out to Adriano Pinheiro finishing first, Owens finishing second, and Chad Frankenfield, who was at the top of the leaderboard all evening, is going to catch that third and last podium spot.
So the penalty is not official until after the race, so we have to wait it. So for now, it's Pinheiro, Owens, and Chad Frankenfield, but we need to wait for official results.
Just like the old USAC days at the Indianapolis Speedway.
Maybe after 3 days. After 3 days.
Yeah, it's always 24 hours. They always post the official results after. And let's get the final standings up on the screen here.
So sorry. So they confirm it's gonna be penalty for Owens.
Is it a bit a one-lap penalty then?
Don't know, but I already asking to for the people on the officials. They said yes, so it's gonna be penalty for him.
Try to get the standings to show proper. There we go. Okay, here we go. There we go. And there we go. Adriano Pinheiro is your winner. Jordan Owens unofficially second. Chad Frankenfeld unofficially third. Tyler Fody unofficially fourth. So everybody from second on back is unofficial right now. Adriano Pinheiro, we know, is the official winner. So let's continue. Victor Del Porto, good race for him. We thought for a while he might have a shot at the win. Another top 10 for him. That is a career leading top 10 finish for him here in the series. That is number 59 for him in here in the series. Frankenfeld, he gets number 53 of a top 10. Pinheiro gets 44 for a top 10, so they extend their numbers there. Pinheiro gets another top 5. It extends to a 37th top 10 for him, or top 5 for him, and Frankenfeld gets top 10 or top 5, number 28. And then Pinheiro, one way or another, he's either tied Alex Van de Sant or is now the career wins leader in wins here in the series. I'm not quite sure I understand that stat. I'm looking at Sim Racer Hub, and then of course the official documentation that we have here from the media guide. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but let's also look at the final standings, and then we'll get into the interview room. But Fody, Fortner, Del Porto, Vandermaal, Scarlett, I think is going to have a good result here. That's going to get her back into that get her back into that rookie standing championship there. Long night. Sora, Weeks, I think Weeks is going to do well in the rookie standings as well. He finishes 10th. Norgard, White, Schold, Rexing Hayes, Smith, Jim Herrick, and Forsyth all involved in that last caution, kind of kicking themselves a little bit because I think that they all had good finishes sewed up, and they let them all slip away, unfortunately. So that is 18th. And let me see another... Yeah, moving on, we got Pahutsky, Osborne, Stanley, Hibbs, Terrell, Spath, Logan, not a great day after finishing second last week at the Motegi Road Course. Thompson, Hanshaw, Lovern. Again, these are people, the folks that had issues earlier in the race. And then Frank Fody and Trey Holmes with that first caution in turn 3. They finish in 28th and 29th.
So by confirm for official, it's gonna be 3 spot for Owens. Lose. Penalty.
All right. So let's get some interviews here and get some replays queued up. And so It's going to be Tyler Fode who's going to be on the podium then. If it's a 3-spot penalty, that moves Owens down to he comes in 6th. It looks like. So I think Fode then moves up to the podium spot. So we'll check, see who's in the interview room. And he's in there. So he's already received the good news. And I'll tell you, I'll hand this over to you, Derik. You can get the questions in here, and we'll listen to your interview. How about that?
All right, I can give that a shot. Why not?
All right, bringing them on in. Go right ahead.
First, our third place finisher this evening, and if our math is correct, Tyler, you are the new points leader as well. But congratulations on your third place finish this evening. Talk about your race a little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty long. I am ready to get out of the chair here. Really, this whole package and the way it kind of raced out, you really had to go with that front group early on, or else you were going to get left behind. So that was really the main goal there, was just trying to stay up in that front 5, which I thought we did pretty good, and had some guys dropping out throughout the run, and caught up with Chad there and just kind of ran with Chad the whole second half of the race. And then I lost touch of him just a little bit, but yeah, I mean, it was just pretty straightforward after those early yellows. Not really much to say, just kind of managing your stuff, and then that late yellow got it real interesting. There's a couple moves. Yeah, there's a couple moves I wish I could have had back, honestly. I had got the jump on Chad, and then I gave him the outside through turn 2, which was hindsight. I should have given him the bottom because I got way tight. And then he got by, and then I ended up getting back by him again in that last run, and I gave him the top into turn 1, and he got me back again. So hindsight, I wish I would have just stayed high. I think he would have been behind me still. And then he got that super run with 2 laps to go to try and go 3 wide low, and Owens kind of blocked him a little bit. And yeah, I don't know if he would have gotten clear of that, it would have got real interesting. But the block kind of hindered that. Which I do feel bad a little bit for Owens because he ran a great race, but I definitely need the points, and I'll take the third.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, you are now new points leader. How does that make you feel with a handful of races left?
Yeah, pretty good. This is my second full-time season here, second attempt. So I'm happy with how it started. The opener lasted 5 laps for me, so I wasn't too thrilled about that, having to take the drop that early. And then I got hit in the road course last week and had to salvage some points there. But yeah, really happy. Just hoping to keep being consistent, really. Just keep getting as much as we can, and hopefully try and hold on to this points lead.
One last thing, Tyler. Who do you want to thank and give shout-outs to this evening?
Yeah, well, I got to thank my teammate, Ethan Stanley, kind of getting me dialed in before the race and getting the setup and everything. And sucks that he had an issue there and we lost him for the race, but big shout out to him. Also, Jonathan Cutlip with JD Designs. Got my new paint scheme on for tonight, which I really like. He paints all of our stuff for the whole team, so big shout out to him. And then shout out to you guys here for putting on the show. I'm sure it's going to be real fun to watch back. And yeah, Chad for putting on the series.
Tyler, again, congratulations, third place finish, podium finish this evening, and let's keep the momentum going.
Yeah, sounds good.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was your third place finisher this evening, Tyler Fode. Now, moving on to number 2, the second finisher this evening. He was battling up front with the eventual race winner, Adriano Pinero, all night. But Chad Frankenfield is joining us. Chad, first and foremost, congratulations on your second place finish this evening. Talk about your race a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a smooth race. Which is good because it's an up and down season so far. But yeah, I mean the strategy was fine. I knew the guys that pitted, if it would go green, they were going to benefit from it. Which they would have. Um, but I really was just trying to stick to what I was trying to do. It was a pretty exhausting 500 miles. I was I was making adjustments every straightaway basically just to keep pace and the gaps where they were, and um, it was definitely a challenge, and it was constantly worrying about manipulating the air, and um, it was just it was a really enjoyable 500-mile race. Let's put it that way. And then pit stops were good. I was in and out very smoothly, and yeah, I mean it was just nice to have a good clean finish.
Talk about the late caution there that kind of bunched the field up that give you and everyone else up in the front a chance to win there after Pinero had such a big lead throughout the race.
Yeah, he was on a whole nother level. Once he got out to a decent lead, at that point my idea was just to try to do what I had to do to keep second place. Um, but yeah, I mean it was when the yellow came out, my first thought right away is I have to make sure I keep a good finish, I have a good result. That's the most important thing at that point in the race. Um, Second thought is, I have a shot to win the race. So, unfortunately, I felt like I had a really strong run off the tunnel turn, and I was going to make it 3 wide into 3, which I don't know if I would have came out with a lead, but I probably would have came out with at least a spot maybe, which could have gave me a chance to fight for the win there at the end. But unfortunately, that didn't happen that way. But Adriano was just so strong. I mean, it was I don't even on a green white checkered or whatever it was there, 4 lap shootout, 5 lap shootout. It was gonna be really tough to beat him.
Last thing, Chad, who all do you want to thank this evening and shout out?
I just want to thank Picking the Tires. Obviously, they've been on my cars for a couple years now. I want to thank Warriors for Peace. Um, I want to thank um, you guys in the booth, Elite Racing Network. I know the 500-mile races can get a little long and a little bit spread out, especially with you don't have 33 cars. But I just appreciate you guys spending time on here and putting the work in and making the broadcast what they are. And hopefully we put on somewhat of a show for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy your couple weeks off here, and then we're back at it in Richmond.
Absolutely. Again, Chad, I know it's been an up and down season, but this has to be feel pretty good going going forward. Congratulations on your second place finish this evening.
Yep. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, that
yeah.
was your that was your second place finisher there, Chad Frankenfield. Again, what a roller coaster of a season he has had. So this has to feel good for him and for the Little Eagle racing team there as well. I know we always have issues getting Adriano Pinheiro to join us. Do we have him, or do we have a statement from BK Racing on his win this evening?
I do not see anything from him.
I already write to him, but there's no answer, so nope.
I guess that sums that up, doesn't it?
But I mean, if there's anybody that can take this money and take this Triple Crown challenge and do something with it, I do think it's Adriano. I've seen him win at Indy. And back me up on this, Lewis, LGN. You've seen this. You know he's fast at Michigan. He's always involved in the battles there late in Michigan. And we always know he's fast at Indy. I mean, if anybody has a shot at this Triple Crown, I think legit he does.
Yeah, for sure. It's really the guy. He have everything. So I think so. In Indianapolis, is gonna be the guy, but I hear it's gonna be spots available for outsiders. So it's gonna be a good challenge for him. but I hope it's gonna get the triple challenge for him. So let's see in Indianapolis what happened. But the guy is in another level, like Chad said, is in another level. So we expected to Victor Porto win the race, but wasn't. And yeah, the yellow flag was excited, but unfortunately, it's like one of the guys lost 3 spot. Was oh my god, my memory. But
Owens, Owens, yeah.
yeah. So that's unfortunately for the race, because he did a good race around, and he have the old tires, 25 or 26, the oldest, and
they
the
were
top
ancient
3.
tires compared to everyone else around them.
He did a good one. So anyways, let's see what is happening on the Indianapolis. Is still far for that race, but I think the next one,
Richmond.
Richmond.
Richmond. We know he's good at Richmond. I've seen him win at Richmond in the IndyCar Oval Series, or then the IndyCar Fix Series. But I know he can win there. So this is, despite starting off the season 0 for 3, and when I mean 0 for 3, I mean no finishes and 3 starts. So this is his first finish of the year, is this race. Then he could ignite a championship run, especially with one of those finishes going to be a drop week later into the season. If he could parlay that into a win at or a good finish at Richmond, we know he's going to be good at Indy. We know he's going to be good at Indianapolis. Or excuse me, we know he's going to be good at Michigan. We know he's going to be good at Gateway at the finale even. So he's not out of it yet. He needed this win today badly.
So yeah, let me tell you something. With this win, he jumped into 6th position so far now. Only for win this race.
Nice,
so good for him. Richmond, very tricky track, especially in turn 1 and 2. Turn 1 is okay, but the exit on turn 2 is
is
the key, because they have this kind of variation between the
just kind of fall. The banking
oval.
just falls off.
Yeah, it's like a going to the oval to straight.
Yeah,
and then you realize it's like I gone very good, and then you figure out your car is loose, and the turn 3 and 4 is kind of easy to take, but the big problem is the turn 1 and 2. So let's see what's happened, and especially I hope they have a good good broadcasting, and 28 cars, or maybe 25 cars on there.
Gonna be a lot on that track.
Yeah, it's a lot. So, and also especially with the lead car, try to pass all of these lap cars. It's gonna be challenger.
Gonna be tough. Derik, final thoughts from you before we get us on out of here.
Yeah, interesting race, obviously, to say the least. That late caution, I think, helped everyone else out, obviously, because if not, Adriano was just going to run and hide from the field. I really thought Owens could have pulled this out, but those old tires just couldn't quite get the job done. But again, huge congratulations to Adriano Pinheiro for his victory this evening, and then also huge congratulations go out to Tyler Fode, who is the new points leader, and we'll see how he handles himself going forward here with the upcoming races.
All right, well, I'll get us on out of here. So. Been a long night. 500 milers take a lot out of you, but they're so exciting, the points, and this one was no different. We had his down points, but man, the finishes always deliver most of the time in these 500 milers. That's it for tonight. Once you get a podium for the IndyCar1909.com Pocono 500 from Pocono Raceway, Adriano Pinheiro. He is the sole man left standing here for the Triple Crown Challenge, the P1 Triple Crown Challenge. Will he do it? We'll check out in Indianapolis in a few weeks. Jordan Owens, well, he was classified in second, but threw a block there at the end, and race control decided to penalize him. So move up Frankenfeld from third to second, Fode from fourth to third, and there is your podium. Join ERN again September 12th for round 6 of the Elite Racing League's 2024 Warriors for Peace, 2024B Warriors for Peace Indycar Series as it heads to the first short oval of the season, Richmond Raceway, for the Into the Apex Motorsports Podcast Indy Challenge. Coverage begins around 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, it's 7:45 p.m. Eastern. And as always, you can find everything here on YouTube at youtube.com and just do a keyword search, Elite Racing Network. Now, as you know, the YouTube algorithm game is not an easy one, so please help support ERN with the weekly grind. Leave a comment below. Let us know what you thought of tonight's race. And if you enjoyed tonight's coverage, support us by smashing like in the video, would you? And if you're new, click subscribe. And why do you have to hit the bell for weekly reminders so you don't miss out more of our other ERN's other iRacing programming, including the IndyCar iRacing Series this Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern. It'll be myself, Antonio Estrada, Ryan Walker for the last road course of the season at Watkins Glen. Elite Racing League's IndyCar naming series, naming rights are paid for by Warriors for Peace. Warriors for Peace is a foundation promoting peaceful change in the world to honor beautiful life of Jack Shockley. Check out warriorsforpeace.org for more information. The link is in the description. Also, a special thank you to the ERL's premier sponsors, Blue Egg Marketing, Worldwide Technology Raceway, and 4D Racewear. Rev up your business with Blue Egg, your marketing pit crew. Don't spin your wheels. Accelerate success with Blue Egg, fueling small businesses to win big. To learn more about Blue Egg, go to blueeggmarketing.com or click on the link in the description. Worldwide Technology Raceway is a motorsports facility in Madison, Illinois, just east of St. Louis, Missouri, featuring a 1.25-mile oval, a 2-mile road course, and a quarter-mile NHRA sanctioned drag strip, state-of-the-art karting facility. Worldwide Technology is the only facility in the nation to host the NASCAR Cup, NTT IndyCar Series, and the NHRA. To learn more about Worldwide Technology Raceway or to buy tickets for their events, check out www.raceway.com or click on their link in the stream description. 4D Racewear, check out their line of battle-tested, made for sim racing gloves, shoes, and apparel. Visit them at 4dracewear.com today. Again, link is in the description. Track cams for this race provided by Whiplash Sim Cams. Whiplash is the exclusive track cam provider of the ERN and supporter of the White Flag, or sponsor of the White Flag Lap. Get the most out of your iRacing experience with Whiplash Sim Cams. To learn more about Whiplash, like them on Facebook, follow them on X and Instagram. Keyword search Whiplash Sim Cams. Links are in the description. For business inquiries to learn more about Elite Racing and what we do, visit EliteRacing.com, EliteRacingLeague.com, excuse me. Subscribe on YouTube, like us on Facebook, follow us on X and Twitter and Instagram, and as always, the links are in the description. So for LGN, Derik, Vance, everyone else at ERN, and everybody in the lineup, great race. Thank you very much. I'm Gary Godsoe saying all good night. Thanks for watching. And to all our men and women serving in the military and as first responders, Godspeed, God bless, come home safe. Catch us again September 12th in Richmond for the next race of the Elite Racing League's Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series. Good night.